Hey, Hoff here. Hey, how are you doing this Tuesday night? Welcome to Hoffcast. I'm glad to have anyone here. Everyone's welcome here. I'm a little loud. Got to turn myself down. That's why I did a little bit of a pause there. Apologize if I just wrecked your ears. You can make fun of me for that. I apologize for that. If I just wrecked your ears. See if we're... Sounds much better now. There we go. So welcome to Hoffcast. Hey, how's everyone doing tonight? Tuesday night is now Hoffcast night. It's official. I've been wanting to do something like this for a long time. Have kind of a schedule sort of thing. We've been doing it for weeks now, but now I think that I'm going to stick to it. It's what I'm doing. It's my story. I'm sticking to it. So you're all welcome to be here every Tuesday at 8:30. If I can't be here, I will adjust and I will let you all know in advance as well as I can, even though I don't really have much social media. But I'll try to maybe put a link up for the stream in advance so you maybe get a heads up for that. I hope you are all doing well tonight. I'm in a great mood. I'm feeling good tonight. We have way too much to talk about. Way too much to talk about. First and foremost, I wanted to give you some breaking news right now in my life. I just committed one of the ultimate sins. I got off work, wanted a little food before the stream. You know, you can't stream on an empty stomach. So I decided to put a frozen pizza in the oven, you know. Thin crust, double bacon, good stuff. You know, I'm talking about, you know, great value on a budget right now. Supply chains breaking down. You got to save money where you can. So I put this pizza in the oven. And I look at it, I tend to my pizzas. You know, I used to be in the pizza business. So, you know, I'd make sure that, you know, I spin it a little bit, maybe a quarter turn every 5 minutes during the 20 minutes. So that way the oven would evenly cook the entire pizza. So 20 minutes is up, take the pizza out, and I left the cardboard on the bottom of the pizza. I left the cardboard on the bottom of the pizza. Who have I become? Who am I? I've never done this before in my life. I've never left cardboard on the bottom of the pizza. But that happened to me tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm man enough to admit to it. Man enough to admit to it. And pizza was still okay. It didn't get dried out enough, you know. I probably need to throw it back in there, but I didn't have enough time before the stream, so I just ate it the way it was. I'm sure it was still safe. It was cooked pretty well. But man, I can't believe I did that. Holy smooch. Your boy Hoff here is losing his mind. Let me say hi to the chat real quick. Got a couple of boys already in here. BillyTheKidNorwood, love to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. And Matt Brooks, man, glad to see you too. I would like to talk to you again soon, man. I feel like we haven't spoken in a while. Oh, we got another, we got the brother from down under right here, Turbo Turd, live free or die. I've done the pizza cardboard before. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one, brother. I'm glad I'm not the only one. But I was very embarrassed whenever I realized what I did. I went to cut through the pizza with my little pizza cutter, and I was like, what's going on? This is too tough. I know I didn't leave it in there too long. Shouldn't be like this. And then I cut through and I revealed the horror beneath, and I was shocked, embarrassed, shamed of myself. Cheers to that. Cheers to all of you watching tonight. This is going to be a great stream. Like I said, I got way too much to talk about. While we're getting warmed up here, let's start off with a video of some real. We know crime's a real issue in our world today. It can happen anywhere, anytime, and this, I think, was just pure. I don't know where this came from. I don't know if it was some sort of a hat crime or whatever. But you know, judge for yourself. Here we go. Here we see a dog. And he climbs into this golf cart here. I've never seen anything this brutal before. So, I mean, this viewer discretion advised. Bam! Right into the truck and then the little swimming pool there. Can you believe what's going on in our society today? Ladies and gentlemen, that's you never know when someone's going to steal your golf cart and just drive it straight into your truck. Especially, you know, watch out for the four-legged ones. Watch out for the four-legged ones. He just walked off. I don't even think they found out who that was. Could have been a stray. Could have been a stray. I just thought that was a funny little video to start the stream with. We got a lot of crazy stuff to actually talk about tonight. So, you know, I wanted to start off with something a little bit more, I don't know, and I'd like to do that and just have a little bit more levity to the streams. Do I sound okay? Let me know if I sound okay. Let me know if the volumes in the videos don't sound okay. I really need to know that. Put it in the chat. That helps me and you out both. So don't be afraid to say, "Hey, Hoff, you sound like shit right now. Let me turn it up or turn it down." I like that kind of input. So yeah, we got a lot to go over. I have so much. I didn't have a plan of where to start really. So if y'all are ready, I guess we'll get to it. All right, got some people watching here. Let's just get right to it. Let me find maybe the first thing we'll talk about here tonight. Once again, hope you all are doing well. Cheers. This is going to be a good Hoffcast. Especially with you all here and your input. So let me see. Let's start out with the little Elon Musk-a-rooney here. A little Elon Musk-rat. That joke's never been made before. This headline from BusinessInsider.com says Elon Musk said Neuralink hopes to start implanting its brain chips in humans in 2022 later than he anticipated. If you're not familiar with Neuralink, basically it's Elon Musk's brain chip that he wants to put inside. It's like a quarter size. You can look this up. It exists. It's not even like this thing that's a thing of the future. If you know about it, you know about it. But if you don't, look it up. It's a real thing. Maybe I can show you a little bit more information on this later. But it's a real. They have literally the machine that puts it in. Like a human does not implant this into your head. It's this machine that does that, and they're gonna like manufacture tons of these machines to put tons of Neuralink chips into people's heads. And basically it takes a little portion of the brain, you know, or not the brain, but the scalp, and then the skull, and then lifts that up. It's about quarter size, puts that in there. It's got some wires to your brain. And then allegedly, according to Elon Musk-a-rooney here, Musketeer, he says that you'll be able to have night vision or do text messages through your thoughts and communicate telepathically, control your Tesla cars and vehicles, all sorts of things like that. And people think that this isn't coming. Well, it's coming. Look at that. He hopes to start doing this in the next year. And this just came out on December 7th. So this is new. Look at that guy. I don't trust that guy. I don't know if you guys do. I don't trust. You don't get that rich by being a good guy and giving to charity. I'm pretty sure he said he doesn't like giving to charity. I mean, he can do what he wants with his money, but you got that much, you think you could cough up a couple bucks. Even I do on occasion. I mean, that's not saying to like anything, like do what you want with your money. But I just think this is the end of the world. He said the first humans to receive the chips would be people with severe spinal cord injuries. It's like RoboCop. Musk has previously given earlier timeframes for Neuralink to implant its chips in humans. So they've already done this. I think they've probably already tried this with people. It's like MK Ultra or something where it's hidden and they're not talking about it yet. And it's just like, who's going to... Okay, there are going to be people who want to do this in this day and age. And you know who they are. They're not transhuman. You know what they are. And that's an issue. There are people who will do anything if it's in, or if they think it's progressive, or that's the way the world needs to go, or they're so addicted to social media, or their own egos, or their own images, and they want to be in the metaverse with Mark Zuckerberg. I mean, this is craziness. Why can't we go back to farming? Which we might have to if Bill Gates doesn't want to sell any of the farmland he bought up, which I'm sure he doesn't. I'm sure he doesn't. Why would he? Neuralink, co-founded by Musk in 2016, is developing a chip that would be implanted in people's brains to simultaneously record and stimulate brain activity. It's intended to have medical applications, of course, such as treating serious spinal cord injuries and neurological disorders. Of course, there's always like a... That's the benefit. But, you know, just like if you believe cell phones kind of listen to what you say, you know, when you get an ad on your phone, if you talked about something in particular or whatever, and it just happens to come up on your phone, and there's nothing wrong. That's not paranoia. That's just the way things work. But this is insane, in my opinion. I'm not saying that no one's crazy. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to want to do this. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to want to do this, not even just because they have any kind of injuries or disabilities or whatever. There are people who, you know, no offense if you got them, but, you know, the people who put the big gauges in their ears, they'll be first in line to get this, you know. Oh, it's painless. You know, there's no load times. We can't control your thoughts or anything like that. And, you know, it's not the way that thing works. Allegedly. Musk said, Neuralink's working well in monkeys, and we're actually doing just a lot of testing and just confirming that it's very safe and reliable. And the Neuralink device can be removed safely. How do you remove that thing? From what I saw, and I'll go back and say if I'm wrong about what I said earlier, which I don't think I am, because what I saw, they had to put it like it doesn't. How could you remove that? Maybe I'm wrong on this. How could you just remove? Maybe they mean medically that you can remove it. I don't think like you can just get home at night and just pop that bad boy out. You know, I think they'd probably have to go in and surgically go in and probably do that. I don't know. I'm not saying that as that. I don't know that for a fact. Look that up. I mean, look this whole thing up. It's insane, but it's happening. The fact that I don't know enough about it does not mean that it's not happening, and it's going to happen, and people are going to do this. Musk added, we hope to have this in our first humans, which will be people that have severe spinal cord injuries like tetraplegics, quadriplegics next year, pending FDA approval. Musk said that Neuralink standards for implanting the device are substantially higher than what the FDA requires. Musk reiterated that the 2022 timeline in a tweet, progress will accelerate when we have devices in humans. Hard to have nuanced conversations with monkeys. Oh, that's in parentheses. Next year, he said. So maybe, I don't know if he said that or if he said parentheses literally when he was talking. I don't know. I would say probably didn't, but he's weird enough that maybe that happened. He's been trying to do this since like 2019, though, according to that part of it. Musk has a history of over-promising and under-delivering on project timelines. Yeah, you remember that the Tesla truck or whatever? That they threw a brick at the window and they said it was indestructible and that brick went right through it. I just remembered that. That was funny. Miss Stephanie, how you doing? Glad you're here. So glad you're here. Hope you're all doing well tonight. Glad to see you all. It's going to be a great one. This stuff though, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. After raising $205 million in July, Neuralink said it would channel the funds toward developing its chip so that it could allow quadriplegics to control digital devices with their minds. I mean, that's the first step, you know, but that's like they're trying to tell you why they're doing it, and that's not why they're doing it. That's like the best benefit they have from this. is that. And I agree, if that helps anyone who's in that situation, awesome, but it's going to be used for evil things. You know that. It already is evil in itself. Shouldn't be, I don't know, in my opinion, be putting chips into brains. Let's see what you guys think about this in the chat. I always like to talk to the chat. Billy says audio and video is pristine. Nice. I didn't mean to do that. That's not the WP symbol. I just meant that's the okay. You know, good to go thing. Didn't Turbo said, I can't stand Elon Musk gaslighting. Yeah, that's what he does, man. Billy says Tesla will accept Dogecoin. Well, that he had that whole thing Elon Musk did with talking about Bitcoin apparently affected the whole system just because one man said something about it. It's the same as like whenever Elon Muskaroo there went to Joe Rogan's show and went on there. He smoked the ganjas, and then like a lot of his stockholders were like, "Oh, we can't be associated with Elon Musk anymore," and so they dropped him or whatever. And maybe who knows if that's true or whatever, but allegedly that happened as well. So just saying. So what else? It says brain chips, like the $1 million, $6 million man. That's right. Yeah. That old show. Yeah. Turbo Turd says, I used to buy stock 3 years ago of a company called Brain Chip. Well, was it about brain chips? Did they sell brain chips? Were they might have sold their info to the Neuralink. Allegedly. Who knows? Billy the Kid says, question is, will they make a chip to make you feel high? I'm sure they will. You know it. They're going to have all those dopamine additives in that thing, just pumping fluids and chemicals and whatnot. And who knows, man? I don't trust these people. You know that. Turbo Turd says people actually believe you can biologically plug organics into minerals without pathogen loads and rejections. FFS, yay, brain trip. I don't know exactly what that means, but I think I agree with it. So yeah, let's see what else we got here. I thought I had more on Musk, but that was crazy. Let's lead into some more doom and gloom since we're already on that. Let's get this doom and gloom out of the way so we can hopefully get back to having a little bit of a better time, even though we're kind of talking about doom and gloom tonight. We're going to have a good time, though. Cheers. That's why we're here, because we've got to make levity of the situation. Have a good time. The world's falling down around us. But you got to laugh and you got to joke about it, you know? So I found this to be a crazy article. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. I don't think it's on the mainstream news. I don't even know if I can say a lot of these words. So this is from Switzerland, in the works for years. A machine that would cause you to, you know, off yourself will be soon tested in Switzerland. They're calling it a suicide machine. Some critics argue the machine glamorizes suicide, saying it could lead to suicide contagion. This is real. I promise this is real. I can show you the video of it. And I will. Give me a second here. Still dealing with this. All right, we're good. So, what it says, people wishing to end their lives in Switzerland. I don't even know if I can read this. It's an article. It's online, so I think I can read it. People wishing to end their lives in Switzerland, one of a handful of countries that give the option. Wow. I didn't even know that. Could soon have access to a new method, a 3D printed pod that its creator says can painlessly end someone's life in a matter of minutes. What are we doing, people? What are we doing? 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 Unbelievable. I'm sorry for that. I just can't believe this. It's real. I'll show you the video. Real life participants. Oh, that's a good way of putting it. We'll start trying the coffin-like Sarco. That's what it's called, the Sarco. During trials set to begin in early 2022. That sounds familiar, right? Right along with the old Neuralink chip there. The capsule's creator, Philip Nishke, told the Washington Post this week a legal analysis commissioned by his nonprofit Exit International, weird name for a company, I mean, fitting, I suppose, recently concluded that use of the pod will not violate Switzerland's assisted suicide laws. At the push of a button, the pod becomes filled with nitrogen gas, which rapidly lowers oxygen levels, causing its user to fall unconscious within a minute. The creator Niche said, "A person does not suffocate or experience distress," he said, "but rather dies of oxygen deprivation after they've fallen asleep. In theory, the capsule can be towed to a place of someone's choosing," said Nishke, who described the machine as a stylish and elegant way to die. What are we doing? What are we doing? It provides that sense of occasion by its look. It looks good, and it's a thing that I would like to get into. How about you do that, bud? How about you get into it yourself, motherfucker? Oh my gosh. What are you doing? What's happening here? Am I the only one who thinks this is crazy? Even those who support assisted suicide said they have concerns. Why would you support that? Crazy world, man. Isn't that assisted murder or something? Or assisted? I don't know what that is, man. I think it's a crime. Is it not? At least in America? Not saying it will always protect everyone, the creator said, but we want I think it's who said this. Yeah. We want the information freely available to rational adults. Rational adults? You're not a rational adult if you want to climb into a death coffin and get nitrogen till you're gone. You're not a rational adult. I mean, at least if you're healthy. But you're not healthy if you're thinking these things. So let me show you the video just to prove it to you. We'll do this. Just to show you it's not just a 3D printed device or whatever. This thing is real. Here we go. It's from Wyon. I don't know. This has 676 upvotes to 93 downvotes. That's a little disappointing for humanity. Not gonna lie. Let me know if you can hear it okay.
Switzerland has done the unthinkable. It has introduced a machine for painless suicide. A coffin-like device made with a 3D printer. It can be transported to idyllic locations for people wanting to end their life. This news may sound disturbing, even evil. But for the people of Switzerland, it isn't.
Well, because it is.
Assisted suicide with unselfish motives has been legal in the country since 1942. A total of 1,300 people ended their lives.
Let me say, just because it's legal doesn't make it right. All I'm saying.
Through such services in 2020 alone. So the introduction of a suicide machine isn't much of a surprise. Its creator says it only aims to make the process more peaceful, allows an individual to die more quickly with minimal pain. The device is being called the Sarco pod. That's short for sarcophagus, a stone coffin used
Oh!
in ancient Egypt.
Short
It
for
was developed by Dr.
sarcophagus.
Philip
Holy-
Nitschke,
I didn't even know
also
that.
known as
That was like
Dr.
an
Death
anagram or
due to his euthanasia activism.
acronym.
He says the idea behind this device was to remove any kind of psychiatric review from the process of suicide and allow individuals to control the process themselves. How does that work? The process is unsettling. In order to use this machine, a person must first fill a survey to provide evidence that the decision to end their life is on their own accord. If they pass the test, the device will be shipped wherever they want. An exclusive access code will be given to make it work. Once inside the pod, the user will have to start the fatal process themselves. They will have to press a button which will reduce internal oxygen levels.
We'll see.
The pod, which is biodegradable, can then be detached to be used as a coffin. The makers have a fair argument for coming up with this device, but it's scary nonetheless. Dying with dignity may be a legal right in many countries, but should making profit of someone's death also be legal? Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
Wow, what do you guys think about that? I think that's kind of sick. I think it's kind of morbid. I think it's, as she said, evil. You know, trying to fix that piece of hair there. I can see it. It's bothering me. It's probably bothering you, or not. Maybe I'm just a vain bitch. You know. Anyways, just trying to please you guys. What do you think about that? Do you think it's a good thing? They said a census is not required. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to pay money for that if you want to do that, but apparently it's a more peaceful way. No, my point that I'm making about this whole thing is those are not going to be used for suicide. You know, they're going to be used for probably, in my opinion, you know, more evil things. Especially they're just pop these things out, 3D printing, stuffing some nitrogen in there, and then someone just presses the button. Who knows if it's painless or not? What are the reviews on it? How can you review it? How do you know if it's painless? How do you review that? If you used it, you're dead. You can't review something when you're dead. How do you know if it was painless? How do you know what it did? Maybe because it just sat there and it didn't move? I don't know. I'm just asking questions here. That's all I'm doing. Just asking questions. Stephanie says, how much cheaper? Yes. He needs a chair when you got a horse. Well, I think, you know, that's a more admirable way to go than this coffin, this gas coffin. Looking like fucking Gene Hackman in that movie. Billy the Kid says, "Yeah, pump." Well, I mean, there's a lot of ways to go. I'm not here to promote that at all. In fact, I'm kind of against that. So don't do anything like that. In fact, try to live life. You know, hey, life rips. Live life. All right. Cheers to that. Life rips. And, you know, it's not my quote, Chris D'Elia. Even when life doesn't rip, life still rips. Cheers to that. So what else we got? Where are we going to head to after this? Oh my gosh, I got so much going on. Let's see what the next step we can take is up this mountain of madness. Hope you all are having a good time. Appreciate y'all here. I really do. I think this is a crazy one right here. Have you seen this? So this is General Michael Flynn and this prophet's this prophet. I don't know if she's a prophet. This lady who claims to be a prophet doing this prayer back in 1984's, go figure. 1984, versus General Mike Flynn from this year. I thought this was kind of interesting.
Presence. I am here, O God, and I am the instrument of those sevenfold rays and archangels.
We are your instrument of those sevenfold rays and all your archangels, all of them.
And I will not retreat. I will take my stand. I will not fear to speak, and I will be the instrument of God's will, whatever it is.
We will not retreat. We will not retreat. We will stand our ground. We will not fear to speak. We will be the instrument of your will, whatever it is.
Here I am, so help me God, in the name of Archangel Michael and his legions. I am freeborn, and I shall remain freeborn, and I shall not be enslaved by any foe within or without.
In your name, and the name of your legions, we are freeborn.
You know where this is going.
Remain freeborn. And we shall not be enslaved by any foe, within or without.
Kind of
So
weird.
help me God. God bless you. God bless America. Thank you very much.
Kind of weird. But, you know, yeah, Biden's done that a ton of times. I think a lot of politicians just steal speeches, and they think in this day and age no one's going to notice, but they still, like, you know, they never admit to it, they never apologize to it, nothing like that. It's funny though, and you know, a crazy lady like that, I don't know. I think maybe the wrong source to plagiarize from, in my opinion. Be religious, but you know, maybe just pick and choose. A lot of people just like to do that too. Let's check out this article here from the Babylon Bee. By the way, this is just a fun one. This isn't true at all. I just want to say that up front. We're gonna laugh at it. Rudolph changes name to Rolanda, dominates female reindeer games. Look at the pink hair. Here's the article. North Pole. This is from the North Pole. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer received praise for taking a stunning and brave stance against outdated binary gender stagnation by changing his name to Rolanda and subsequently dominating every field in the North Pole's annual female reindeer games. Of course he did. Of course he did. She did. Of course, Rolanda did. Rolanda is a shining beacon for young female reindeer in more ways than one, stated the president of the North Pole Reindeer Games Committee Bob Chairman. The president, Bob Chairman. Nope. That's not a pun. She has shattered records. She has shattered records in every event she has entered, which says so much about the physical potential of all female reindeer. Isn't that true? Shining beacon of light, obviously by the red nose. Yeah, but you can make that nose whatever color you want. Rolanda, the red-nosed reindeer, did indeed break records in all events of the female reindeer games, including the sleigh pull, flying, landing, oat bag toss, gingerbread house trampling, and the giant slalom. She struggled with the final event, though. Female reindeer feminine ice dancing, performing far worse than all the other female competitors. Judges still awarded her the gold medal for being so stunning and brave. As the war on Christmas rages on, it is your duty to follow. Well, that's a video. Maybe you should watch that video. I haven't seen it, but Who knows? But that's just a joke article. I just thought that was funny. I saw it earlier. Not true. What else we got here? Okay. I thought this was funny. I think I've just kind of been doing, okay. If you want to get serious, we'll do some serious stuff. But I want to do one more funny thing, and it's not like that. This is about real things. This video, I don't know how I found this channel this week, but this video is so good.
President Putin had an online meeting with President Biden, and this took me aback a little bit. Because I thought presidents don't roll that way. Like, for example, when Biden wanted to attend COP20, which was the subject of fixing the climate crisis. I mean, it's a crisis. The planet is dying. He took a private jet and an entire motorcade in order to attend. But now it seems that they can do it online. Like, what is this bad? What is this sorcery? Look, a president should not attend a meeting online. He is too important to allow a meeting to happen online. Get his ass in a private jet and send him over there with that motorcade. Make sure that there's a lot of carbon polluting, like so that the people who monitor the health of the planet can see that something important is going on. What's happening? Oh, President Biden is on the move. Oh, Dios mío. Let's hope everything is okay. Or, you know, you can have Putin go to the United States, but like someone needs to take a jet. Someone needs to take.
Happy generic winter holiday.
We can't be doing ads.
That you are choosing to celebrate.
That.
We don't care. We are neutral. We are safe. We are.
Stop screen. There we go. Yeah, we can't be doing ads. But basically, that's a funny video. Check out that channel. That's good stuff. Even is it still playing? Oh, it's playing on my end. Okay. Anyways, that video is kind of funny. Check out This Week in Stupid. I don't know how I stumbled upon that. I just thought it was funny. Let's talk about some actual news here. Let's get into some news. I know this one's going to make a lot of people, a lot of left voters happy. Joe Biden denies student loan payment extension. Payments to restart in February. Oh boy! Oh, didn't see that coming, huh? Look at these ladies protesting. You know, this is what you get, in my opinion. You believe that they're gonna get you free health care and free student loan, like no student loans, free college. All that stuff, that's not true. People say things to get votes sometimes, you know. And these people, they say a lot of dumb shit to get votes, and they never come through on it. See what this article says. President Joe Biden on Monday declined to extend a program that suspended student loan payments during the pandemic. The suspension of payments benefited. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. They're trying to say here. Hold on. Let's see what's saying. He said, "We will engage directly with federal student loan borrowers to ensure they have the resources they need and are in the appropriate repayment plan. The Department of Education is already communicating with borrowers to help them prepare for return to repayment on February 1st. The suspension of payments benefited." Oh, so here they're trying to say, you know, this is how it helped out. It benefited about 41 million borrowers, which I'm sure it did. And now it's going to take them out, right? The far left Democrats called on Biden to continue the extension to protect the financial devastation of millions of borrowers. His members include Schumer and Warren, I'm sure. During Biden's presidency, the administration has forgiven $12.5 billion of student loan debt for nearly 640,000 students. And as of January 31st, 2022, student loan borrowers will have received $110 billion of student loan cancellation from 22 months of temporary student loan forbearance. So they're saying, like, hey, you're being forgiven. We're nice enough to have already done that. Now we're coming. We need it We need it for this infrastructure bill, you know. Pay up, bitches. Am I wrong on that? Really, kid says I refuse to pay. The whole college loan thing is a scam, no doubt, man. I've been down that road. Been down there. Been down that. And it's not fun. Unless you know exactly what you're going to do in college and you have a clear path and you're like, I'm sticking to this and I'm going to get to the end of it. And I know this is what I want to do with my life. It's probably not the best idea, in my opinion. But do what you want with your life. If you feel like going to college, I'm not saying I'm totally against it. Just said, go in with a plan. Don't go in. The thing I don't like about, because when I went to college, I didn't like how they would basically force you to take courses you didn't want to take. You know what I mean? Like electives or whatnot. I'm like, can I just take the classes that are relevant to the job I want? Why do I have to take, painting if I want to be a dentist? Like it doesn't make no sense. I mean, I guess it makes you more well-rounded or whatever, but I mean, I still don't agree with it. Like, let's cut some time off here and have more focus on what we really want to do rather than try to be a jack of all trades. You know what I'm saying? I think focus on that one thing rather than your mind's going, you got tests for 7 different classes when you're trying to be one job. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that was a bad way to go about it. Also thought that the particular college that I went to, they spent way too much money on their aquarium and not enough money on the parking lot. Had to walk a long ways to get to school in the snow. So what's the next thing we got here? Oh, well, I mean, this is pretty interesting. Undercover video exposes CNN. Producer staff make brutal admission about Cuomo coverage. This is from Federal Spain. Mind you, Cuomo should have been fired well over a year ago after he abdicated journalistic responsibility and started using airtime as paid political advertising for his brother. That happened. Good old White Goodman over there. We've been saying this since the beginning here, that the Western Journal, mind you, we've been keeping the mainstream media honest on this. Blah, blah, blah. But no, even after text messages and testimony from New York State General's office investigating into now former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo showed that Chris Cuomo had been untruthful about how much aid he had given his brother's team and whether he'd used his journalistic sources as part of that aid. He was still only suspended indefinitely from the network, But there was, this is not the article I wanted to read, but this is still interesting. I guess it's still things people need to know. But I wanted to talk about that Project Veritas stuff. I don't have that up right now. I apologize. We still got more. We still got more. Let's go through a few more things here, and then I kind of want to talk about this, the Joel Osteen stuff. You guys see that? See about the Joel Osteen thing? So, I don't know. I don't know if I want to get into that tonight. I don't want to get into that tonight. I really don't. There's a lot there I need to learn about that. But I brought a lot of stuff up. Apparently, like the guy who found the money in Joel Osteen's church, finally got his reward. Finally. So good for him. Good for him. All right. Here we go. If you guys haven't seen this one yet, this is the big cheese. If you were wondering why oh, Shane shows up. You show up as soon. I was just about to talk about Joe Osteen. I was like, why would I talk about Joe Osteen? Shane's not here. I wouldn't have his input. Wouldn't have his. Maybe I'll get back to him in a little bit. All right, man. I've already segued into this, and we have to go. This is the big cheese right here. You saw the thumbnail. Well, I think Billy the Kid. This is it. What is going on with that old log cabin for sale? The title of the stream, you know. It's about this article right here. It is hold on a second. I might have a jump. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Anyways, so it's about this article right here. And this came out December 9th. New photo emerges of Jizzlaine Maxwell and old Jeff Epi over there in Queen's log cabin. A new picture has emerged showing Jizzy and Jeffy cozying up outside the Queen of England's log cabin at Balmoral. Maxwell, 59, is seen wearing a blue checkered shirt and has her hand draped over Epstein's knee while he has her arm around her. I might have said a word there I shouldn't have. But look at that. Okay. That's what the thumbnail was about. Billy says, howdy, Shane. Shane's a good man. Good man. So we see this picture here, you know, very innocent picture. Nothing wrong with this picture. Nice couple. They could be like in a picture, an ad for JCPenney back in the day when they actually had the catalogs that were like 800 pages. You know, the mailman, he hated delivering those things, let me tell you. Carrying like 50 of those around in his satchel, they ain't fun. But those things were heavy. That looks like some, you know, J. Crew, LL Bean. You know, nothing wrong with that picture except, you know, the people in it. And then you come down here and wow, same place. And there's the Queen of England. I don't know who this bitch is, but I don't trust her. What are they eating there? What are they eating there? What's on the plates? You wonder, is it pizza? I doubt it's pizza. It could be pizza though. Can you believe this though? They're all in cahoots. If you don't understand what's going on right now, like they're in cahoots. You know, the Prince Andrew stuff, you know, he was all involved in this, whatnot, allegedly. According to these things that I read. The picture of Maxwell and Epstein, along with others, have been issued by U.S. Department of Justice during Maxwell's sex trafficking trial. By the way, I don't think I have this article up, but I saw an article earlier about Jizzy's. She had a little black book that had like 200 names, something like that, maybe more than that. That's the minimum. 200 names of really important people in there, and the media and the courts like, we're not going to let these names get out because we don't want to name drop. We don't want to name drop, cause any more commotion to this trial. We don't need to do that. We don't need any more attention. We don't need anyone more to have an input on this. We just want it to be quiet. We just want these 4 women who were taken advantage of in their youth to come in and make their case, and then we're gonna make them sound to be fools. And then we're gonna try to sweep this under the rug. You know? That's what it's doing. In that same vein, let's finish this, but I'll get back to that part of it. Make sure we get to the rest of this. Lost it. Like a dang amateur, man. I'm a dang amateur. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I just realized there was an icon there. Anyways, other pictures which were seized by the FBI in 2019 showed Maxwell and Epi together as they were characterized by the prosecutors as partners in crime. Well, we all kind of know that, you know. It is believed that the photograph from the cabin was from 1999 when the former couple were invited to Balmoral by Prince Andrew. Did Prince Andrew take the picture? Was he the photographer? I mean, I doubt that. I really doubt that. Probably not true at all. In fact, that's just made up whatnot. But it'd be funny if that came out. Probably never will. Other images, blah, blah, blah. But this is what I wanted to talk about. How they're, I'm going to show this next article that is complete correlation with this. And it says, it's tough to see Jizzy's team toy with such sad, broken women. And this is what they're doing. They only have like 4 witnesses so far. I guess the prosecutors took like 10 days to make their case or whatever, but they only have like 4 witnesses. And now all of these, I guess all these the ones defending Jizzy are like going after slut shaming them, basically what they're saying. The slut shaming or something very much like it of the 4 key witnesses against Jizzy's and her late lover Epi is almost a thing of beauty, a dark wonder to behold, a dark wonder. Yeah, that's crazy right there. Let me say hi to the chat real quick. Got some new watchers here. Hey to Sandra Webb. I don't know, are you drunk or are you giving me a hint or is this a bot? But as long as you're not a bot, you're welcome. Especially if you're drunk. Lowry. Was it baby? Yeah, well, that's what I was saying about those plates that they might have had out there. Lowry, I'm going to have you on if you're still here in just a little bit. I have some guests on in a little bit. But I want to bring Lowry on. I got a few more things I want to go over real quick here. So, basically, yeah, all of these poor little girls, like they're 14, like or younger, or maybe just a little bit older. All these girls, they're impressionable. You know what I mean? And they were taken advantage of. You can go through these articles yourself. I don't even know if I want to read. Sometimes it's hard for me to read this and feel comfortable reading it myself in my own head. So it's hard for me to read some of this stuff out loud and even try to make fun of it. You know, it's kind of just sick. The whole thing. It's very disturbing the way these people kind of just had their way for such a long time, a very, very, very long time, allegedly. So, so they're trying to minimize this entire Jizzy trial as much as they can, and not have any more people come through, testify, have any case, any more information brought out. They're saying they're going to funnel it down. This is what it is. You're not getting any more. And they're not even letting, they got all these, stupid, they got the drawings. There's no cameras or recordings allowed. Where's that lady who does shorthand on a little typewriter? What's she saying? What's the recordings on that? Can we see those? Not even that. Come on. I know that I know she's there, but doing that shorthand. I know she's there. Every court's got one. But yeah, I think this is going to be disappointing for us. I don't think we're going to learn as much as we hoped we would have learned from this, which is very unfortunate. Shane, if you're still here, let me know in the chat. I'll talk about Osteen tonight, but if not, then I'm going to pass by it until I get your input, because I want to see what all you're saying about this. Take a look at a bit of this is a great I think the verdict was on Wednesday and I streamed on Tuesday. I think that's the way it was. But yeah, old Juicy Smollett. Good old Juicy. Shane, I see you're still here, man. Maybe I'll get into that Joe here in a minute. Juicy Smollett, he was 5 out of 6. Not bad, 5, 6, 8, bad. I hope he gets what he deserves, because it's kind of a bitch thing what he did. Very bitch thing. And it was very see-through. It was very obvious to anyone paying attention. If there were any skeptics of this along the way, I hope this was a bit of a red pill for you, seeing Juicy get taken down. Quite a few pegs. Sending Juicy to prison, it's like sending him to Disneyland, you know? Just saying. So, convicted in fake hate crime plot. Dang, I'm getting this mixed up. Maybe I should chill off on the old cup here. Hoff, chill out. Convicted in fake hate crime plot. What real punishments are possible for Juicy Smollett? It's from December 11th from Chicago Tribune. Chicago. Juicy Smollett walked out of the late and blah, blah, blah. Let's see what the actual article says. Says Smollett, by contrast, stands convicted of one of the lowest levels of felonies Illinois has on the books. Well, go figure, but it still seems like he's got a bit. And the likelihood of him seeing prison time is probably low. And I assume that from the beginning, to be honest with you. He's going to get that old ankle bracelet like Ellen DeGeneres or whatever. Allegedly. A jury on Thursday found Smollett, it was Thursday, not Wednesday, Smollett guilty on 5 out of 6 counts of disorderly conduct, a class 4 felony. He got 5 out of 5 stars, in my opinion, on Grand Theft Auto. But alleging he falsely reported to police that he was a victim of hate crime, blah, blah, blah. We all know that. It's an 8-day trial, and which prosecutors successfully argued Smollett orchestrated a phony assault on himself. It's embarrassing, is it not? But I don't think this guy's embarrassed at all. I don't think Juicy's embarrassed about this. I think he still thinks he's a victim. I think this guy still thinks he's I think he thinks it really happened. You ever watch Seinfeld? You know, like that episode where George says, it's not a lie if you believe it. I mean, I don't agree with that statement, but maybe Juicy here does. All right, Shane, let's go. That's a great comment right there. But yeah, Shane, let's go. Let's take a look. Let's joke about a little Joel Osteen here, because the guy's funny. You got to admit it, the guy's funny. Let's see this one here. First of all, I want to get the story straight about the Joel Osteen money. This is from the New York Times. Money found by plumber at Joel Osteen's church is tied to 2014 burglary, police say. That seems convenient. How does that happen? What are the details behind that? How does $600,000 get burglarized and taken into Joel Osteen's church behind a tile wall, behind a toilet? How does that happen? Well, let's try to find out. Who knows if this article will tell us? We'll see. The discovery was revealed when the plumber called into a Houston radio show on Thursday. Okay, so here, if you look right here, let's zoom in on this part. Money recently discovered in a wall at Lakewood Church in Houston, Joel Osteen, is believed to be tied to a 2014 burglary at the church. Believed to be. Do you see that? Believed to be tied to. Believed. There's no, we don't know. There's no evidence yet. I mean, this is from December 3rd. You can see it right there. Maybe there's evidence now. But as of this part, they say it was believed to be. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? I don't. 7 years ago, Lakewood Church, the Houston megachurch led by Joel Osteen. I don't even know if I'm saying his last name right, but I don't care because I don't respect him enough to do it. The prominent televangelist reported that 200 grand in cash and 400 grand in checks had been stolen from a church safe. It's stolen from a safe and put in the wall in the church? I'm asking the questions here. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm asking questions. Is that what happened? No way. No way. Look at this. 7 years ago, Lakewood Church, the Houston megachurch led by Joel Osteen, reported that 200 in cash and 400 in checks had been stolen from a church safe. This has inside job written all over it. Am I wrong? Is this not inside job? He needed a new jet. He needed an upgrade. He needed some more mistresses, allegedly. Joking. I have to say this now so I don't get strikes. So if you're wondering why I'm saying allegedly after everything, that's why. Last month, the money may have been discovered not by detectives or church personnel, but a plumber fixing a toilet inside a church bathroom. Who blew up that toilet? The plumber revealed on Thursday when he called into a Houston radio show, he said there was a loose toilet in the wall. This is how it happened. This is the discovery. This is the Indiana Jones moment for this man right here. There was a loose toilet in the wall. We removed the tile. We went to go remove the toilet, and I moved some insulation away, and about 500 envelopes fell out of the wall. His reaction, oh, wow. Oh, wow. He talks like Owen Wilson. Allegedly. The plumber said he contacted a maintenance supervisor and then gave the church the envelopes. What a good guy. I wonder how many. I hope he had big pockets. On Friday, the Houston police confirmed the money appeared to be connected. Appeared to be. Let's highlight it. Appeared to be connected. How much is Joel Osteen allegedly paying off the cops right now with that money that was found? That's funny. It says Joel lives like a king. Lowry, so good you're here, man. So don't buy it. He would have just turned and burned with the cash. Do you think they're in cahoots? Do you think that they're trying to? He says complete bullshit. Do you think that it's like a inside job, a double inside job, double agent, working both sides there, trying to keep the cash they stole by saying that it was about to be discovered, but this guy who was a plumber not hired by Joel Osteen to not discover this money was there and just happened to move this toilet and find the money. I still think Joel Osteen allegedly blew up that toilet. But yeah, I don't think this is I don't know. If I were in the jury, I don't know how I'd feel about this. If there's even a case, I don't even think there's a case. I think they're just brushing this one under the rug. Evidence from the recovered checks suggests this November case is connected to a March 9th, 2014 theft reported of okay, let's see. Once again, undisclosed amounts of money at the church. See, they don't give you any of the real details in any of this, and that's the whole point. There's no real details in this. Recently, while repair work was being done, blah, blah, blah. Let's get to the good part of this story. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Unless you don't believe this guy. But I still think this is funny. Yeah, did I lose it? Oh, there it is. So, plumber who found cash and checks in toilet wall of Joel Osteen's church was rewarded. Not paid off. Not paid off. Not paid off. Rewarded 20 grand for his great achievement. I think I like this guy there. I don't know if he'd be hired by Joel Osteen or not. He just looks like a good old boy. He looks like an actual plumber. He's got the American flag in the background, much like a guy here. He's got the hat on. He looks like no one fancy. Who am I to say, though? He could have just been the one-off. He might have been just the fall guy, you know, or not the fall guy, but, you know, the guy, the everyman. He's like, yeah, I'll do it. I'm a plumber. I'll do it. Like Michael Caine, I'll do it. Plumber discovered cash and checks hidden in a toilet wall during the maintenance at Pastor Joel. Hardly a pastor. Allegedly a pastor. Joel Osteen's church in Houston, possibly helping solve a burglary. See, this is where we're going with this now. It's not that anything was fake or stolen. It was that the crime was solved. The Scooby-Doo mystery is over. They figured it out. And money to everyone. Everyone gets free money now because we solved the burglary case. Everybody gets free money. Just out of nowhere. Just out of the bathroom wall. Everyone gets free money. Cops get free money, allegedly. This plumber gets free money. Joel Osteen, I don't know if he gets any of that. Maybe. Lowry says the whole story smells like an outhouse. Yeah. All these stories I've been talking about tonight sound like an outhouse. If you want to see even, well, nah, I'm just going to put that to rest. Let's do a quick, let me see here. What else? Well, we're still on Joel Osteen. I haven't read this, but I thought this was a funny headline. California man says Joel Osteen harassed restaurant into firing him after viral TikTok video. Church denies. Of course. I don't know anything about this. The video, only spanning 16 seconds, was posted by Nick Stanley, whose username is during his encounter with the pastor. Stanley smiles along with Osteen for a video before asking him, you know you're a piece of shit, right? I did not know that's where that was going. I had no clue that's where that was going. I did not read that. That's great. Osteen responded by simply smiling away. Stanley, on the other hand, looks in the camera. Oh, it's trying to refresh me. Looks in the camera and says, he knows after wishing a couple of pedestrians a good night. He said he knows. Not Osteen. But that's funny.
At Fidelity, your dedicated advisor will work with...
He's trying to send an ad out there again. They're trying. I know people are watching right now. They're trying to get you ads. By the way, once again, thank you all for being here. I do appreciate you all being here watching tonight. I hope you all are doing great. I'm doing great. I'm having a great time. Cheers to that. Cheers to all you. Mixed reactions led the comment section with some approving while others called him out for the video. Blah, blah, blah. That's funny regardless. That's a funny story. I didn't read that before reading it out loud. So I love that. I'm going to go ahead and let me see here. Let's talk about this real quick. This is probably like, I guess, like the last big article, and then we'll go into some, news, and then I might have some people in, some guests in, and before then, I want to do this article, do some couple UFO videos, and put the chat out there during the UFO videos if anyone wants to come in and join tonight or backstage after the show. I appreciate you all being here. Hoffcast every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. It's like I said at the beginning of the show, it's a regular thing. I appreciate y'all. Please, if you're here, hit the like button. It really helps me out. Or if you haven't subscribed yet, I don't like to plug myself. I really don't, but it really helps me out. Helps other people see it, and helps other people have a good time and kind of get informed and be able to talk about this kind of thing in a public forum. And I'm all for that. I'm all for free speech. So let's get to the next thing here. Ban censorship. You know that. This is one that kind of upset me. This article here from Breitbart. Mark Ruffalo hours. I hate Mark Ruffalo, man. I used to like Marvel movies and stuff. I don't really watch them anymore. I'm kind of like a little bit interested in the new Spider-Man movie. Might go see that this weekend, but as long as it doesn't have the Hulk in it, if it does, if it has Mark Ruffalo, I'm walking out. If you don't know, did you watch those movies? Like, they made the Hulk a bitch. He couldn't even get it up. He couldn't get it up enough to become the Hulk in these movies. They're trying to demasculinize him. Is that a real? That's not a real word. Not a real word. Demasculine. They're trying to not make him as manly, and they're trying to turn him into a bitch. That's what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, Lowry says he's a heavy shill, one of the biggest of all times, hands down. And then when they did bring the Hulk back, they made him like a half Bruce Banner, half Hulk, beta cuck bitch. And then like when they went through time, he looked back on his past and like, oh, that's toxic masculinity there. You can't be the Hulk anymore. You're too manly. We can't have overly manly things going on in the world right now. We can't even have overly feminine things going on in the world right now. They just want everything to go right in the middle, where we're all the same damn thing, all gross, Kool-Aid-haired fucktards, in my opinion. They just want everyone to be the same color, same shape, same hair color, everything. No, not for that. And I don't hate anyone or not like anyone because of the way they look, where they're from. You shouldn't either. Individuality is a very important thing in the world right now. And they're trying to take that away from us. For sure. Sorry to get in that rant. Back to Mark Ruffalo. So you know about those tornadoes that went through last week, and it was what a tragedy, man. I don't even want to think about the real aftermath. It kind of like breaks my heart in a way, just to even think about I don't want to go into that, but neither does Mark Ruffalo. So that's my point. Mark Ruffalo, hours after tornadoes killed dozens. This is what climate catastrophe looks like. You serious, dude? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Dozens and dozens of people lost their lives, lost their homes, lost everything. And they say, hey, yes, Mark Ruffalo goes, hey, guys, vote blue. Vote against anything that will go against climate change. And here's his tweet. Here's a shot of it. This is what hashtag climate catastrophe looks like. It's only going to get worse from here. Now is time to fight for our suffering and despairing youth. It's all about the youth. Of course, it's always about the youth to these people. They're so concerned about the youth, aren't they? They're so concerned. I was listening to, I think I bring this podcast up quite frequently, but only because I believe it's very good to listen to. Macroaggressions with Charlie Robinson. Had a great episode out this week with Jim Lee talking about all this weather, climate change stuff. And it's kind of gaslighting, a little bit, in my opinion. Here it says President Joe Biden tactically suggested that climate change could have contributed to the tornado. Of course he did. This is the same guy who said he was standing with Juicy, Same guys. By the way, I don't think anything that alleged President Joe Biden puts on Twitter is actually real. That he said that. There's no way that man's typing that crap. Trump was typing his stuff because he put Kofifi up once. He was sitting on the toilet after a couple Big Macs, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to tweet something. Whoops, Kofifi. And the world was changed ever since. get to the chat here for a minute. Shane says one of the guys who died in the Amazon building that collapsed during the tornado was sending text to his wife saying Amazon was forcing them to stay. I don't know if it was I think, unless we're talking about different people, but I saw someone. Yeah, you might be talking about someone else, and that's interesting because there was another story that was on like Fox, and there's this girl who was on there, and maybe she probably wasn't, but she was very well spoken, and she kind of knew the cues before it was going to happen, even though her alleged best friend just died during this. And this guy called her, and he was a delivery driver, and he had to go back to the station. He was forced back to the station, and then he died there. So that's kind of crazy. Bruce Banner's the strongest ganja you can get. About the storm, fuck Amazon. I agree. Fuck Amazon, Shane. Fuck Amazon. Fuck Jeff Bezos with his dick-shaped rocket. Mark Ruffalo was in the movie. I might have to check that out. Kyle Jordan Gaming. Glad you're here, man. Always glad to see you. Long time watcher. Kyle Jordan Gaming. Been there since the beginning of Hoffcast way back in the day, 3 years ago. But still, I love when you or Wookiee Supremacy, who's not here tonight yet, maybe he'll show up, but I always like when you guys are here. So let me see if I got anything else. If not, I'm going to I think we got another bot here. Definitely a bot. 100%. Fuck that. Gaining traction, though. I'm getting targeted by the AI. You can tell that, which is something I wanted to talk about. I've been wanting to talk about this certain subject for weeks, but we'll see if I can get into it later. If we might, if not, we're going to. It's just, it needs a lot of attention. Billy says, I know the Kano factory made them stay or lose their job. Dang, man. Kyle Jordan says the Omicron is out there, fellas. Sunglasses up, safety first. That's right. You got to protect your eyeballs because it's not just you can get viruses through your eyes. So you gotta sunglasses up, man. Skynet is after you. I know they are. Shane says that bot is Jeffrey Epstein. What? Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, well, he might be a robot. No, I don't think he was a robot. Might have been a lizard person. Allegedly. So let me see what I got here. Everyone who's watching, once again, thank you for being here. I really do appreciate you. Good time tonight. Great time tonight. Y'all are fine people. I'm glad we're building a nice, fun community, you know. Nothing like a cult. I'm not saying we're building a cult. So let's this is a good one. I forgot about this one. This is a good one here. Okay. Did you know that where was this at? This is in Britain, I think. Or Italy. Which one? Let me find out. I don't even see where's this from? They're not even telling me. I know it's in a foreign country. It's not in America. But anyways, this article says, which I've seen other articles, the same thing. Says government clarifies rules around face coverings after confusion over singing in supermarkets loophole. So basically there's this loophole. So if you were, I don't know how this came about, but if you were singing and you were in a supermarket in a place that required a face covering, then you can get away with it. Like they just like, yeah, just get around singing. You don't have to put that over your face, you know? It says, where is this? I want to know what this is. That's the thing that's bothering the most. There's a prime minister there, but no one's saying where it is. But the government, they put the kibosh on that. They said, yeah, you can't go around singing, getting away with, you know, not wearing that stuff. People were doing it. And that's why they had to put the kibosh on it. Because, oh, okay, so Kyle says it's UK, so yeah. That's where it is. That's where I thought it was. I didn't want to make assumptions, though. I'm already on, we're on thin ice over here on the Hoffcast streams. But yeah, I just thought that was funny that people were. It's not a compliance sort of thing if you go into a store and sing in order to get out of wearing face covering. It's more of like an FU kind of thing, and I think that's a beautiful act. All right, so I'm going to watch a couple UFO videos, and I'm going to put the... Look, we got another one here. I'm targeted. I'm going to put the link in the chat for anyone who wants to come by either now or for the after show, because I like having people here after the show to discuss whatever. Or if you want to stop by now, much like Lowry, I hope you can come by. It's not letting me put that. Why can't I put it in there? Is it not allowing me to put the link in the chat no more? I'm going to try it from here. Oh. There we go. We got it. We're all there. So I'm going to end on a couple of UFO streams. If Lowry, if still here, anyone else who wants to join for the stream for the last little bit, then if I get guests, we'll chat for a little bit and then call it a night. If not, then maybe I'll see some people backstage for the after party. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Kyle Jordan. Also, that's right. Don't hassle the Hoff. Do not hassle me. So I haven't reviewed any of these once again. I need to start doing that. I need to do a better job at reviewing these UFO videos. But it's always kind of just a fun thing to do. This one looks cool. We can always just try them out. This one has no dislikes. That's a good sign that it might be breathtaking. Shane says, I'm not. In fact, he said, the fuck you signing off for already? I'm not. I'm just saying if anyone wants to be here, then come by. I'll text Lowry here. See if he wants to come by, talk about some stuff. I have a whole subject I can go on about for about 40 minutes if anyone wants to keep watching. Yeah, actually, I got the most viewers. Maybe I should start later than 8:30 because I got the most viewers now. F it. Let's do it. Let's get into it. Let's do what I wanted to kind of talk about here for a minute. Going on. Oh no, we got him. Bang. We're not going anywhere.
Loud. You got me for a second. I was how's my can you hear me? How's my level?
You can hang out for a minute here?
Yeah, I can hang out for a minute. I just wanted to I was actually following along with that one little bit with the guy who found the money. So okay, dude, if you're a plumber and you find a bunch of money, I mean, if you're really just a regular plumber, you just take that money and you just quietly walk away and be like, okay, the job's finished. So somebody sent him in, right, to find that money that they thought was hiding behind.
That's what I said. I would have stuffed my pockets hard, man. I would have.
I mean, well, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing too. So, like, okay, so you're a plumber, and they know that they had the plumber in there, and so what's his face? The guy that stashed the money is like, well, okay, we know who has the money. It's the plumber we hired, and now we have to off him. So The real, it's either somebody sent him in there to, to fucking get the money, or it's a bullshit story altogether, which is probably likely total bullshit story all the way around. But if he would have taken the money, which I'm just playing this out, right? Just working out this whole thing, then you've got a situation where the guy's money, he's like, well, now I have to get the money back. You need to give me the money back, or I'm going to kill you, or do whatever he does, right? So
allegedly. I mean, the whole thing is a caper. It just stinks to high heaven of bullshit. Like 100%. It does. It sounds like it sounds like just like a children's mystery story. Like it's like
a bullet in an information war. It's just a bullet. There's the story we're gonna play now. We're gonna play this story. You're gonna go in there. This is gonna be a thing. He's gonna pretend like he found some money, and like this is what's gonna happen. And then, I mean, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. If you actually ask yourself, if you're working on a plumber's wage and you just stumble on some dough, I mean, and you're like, you got a family to take care of, you're just gonna be like, I could probably launder this shit and make it disappear, and be like,
you find money in a wall and you take it, no one can claim it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, there's no receipts for it.
Right, and actually the guy's money who's actually is hiding. He's not going to claim it either. He's not going to claim it either because he was like, oh shit, I was hiding money. So he's going to have to suck it up and either do a behind the wall deal with the plumber that found it, right? Be like, look, dude, I can't admit that I was fucking taking money from my. Well, he was a preacher, right? What was this guy's story again? I can't remember. He was a preacher in a church. Is that what he was?
Joel Osteen?
Yeah. Whoever the guy was,
he's worth $100 million. This guy.
So he lives in a $10 million house. Super Bowl in it where he preaches.
Yeah.
I don't know what's playing here. Oh, never mind. Hold on.
And then, so that big flood that happened a couple years back, and he wouldn't let anyone into a stadium. I wonder why.
Right.
Do you remember that where he wouldn't?
So he's obviously hiding money. So here's the thing: he could really, like, literally, the plumber could have just walked away with the dough, and then the guy that stashed the money would have been like, look, dude, I can't admit that I stashed this money and whatever. Let's just do a deal. But instead, plumber guy reports some shit to somebody else to extort more money out of somebody else from a different angle. I mean, the whole thing is just like, wow. It's just as bad as like all these stories, like Juicy Smollett. What's it? How you pronounce it? Smollett.
Juicy
Smollett.
Who made up a story about trying to make racism happen or whatever, and like it's just it. I mean, the level of insanity is so complete right now. It's so complete.
The fact that like Biden and Kamala Harris were like talking about how it was a legit hate crime, and if you didn't know that, like, even at that point, you were like, I'm no offense, you're an idiot. You're like, come on. Like,
at this point in time,
you're that gullible.
If you haven't snapped out of it, if you haven't snapped to the complete bullshit that's happening right now, there's nothing we can do to help you. I mean, most of us have sat around for 2 years waiting for people to snap out of it. If you can't fucking see it by now, there's just nothing we can do for you. We can shake you. We can clap and bring you. Snap out of it. Snap the fuck out of it. You got this. But it just doesn't matter. It's like deer in headlights.
Lowry, I need you here, bro. Thanks both of you for joining tonight. I really appreciate it. Cheers to you both.
Yeah, man. I'm happy to be on here. I'm only going to be real quick because I got to jump over.
I know you can't stay, but I'm glad you were able to show up, my man.
Yeah, Lowry, love you, buddy.
Yeah, it's fun. This is super fun. And if you guys are still doing things in like, I'm actually supposed to go over there right now. If you guys are doing things in like 40 minutes or so, I may pop back in or I'll check in or whatever, but I just wanted to say hi and be like, boom, right?
Well, so, yeah, I appreciate it, man. And that was a very, very important thing that you just said as well. Very, very,
very quick.
Yeah.
I always told you my Tuesdays are crazy. Thursdays are good for me.
Man.
Not this Thursday, probably not, but we still have to do that video that we've been talking about. So
yes, I know it's been on my mind. And Crumb said that it's next Tuesday he can show up. This Tuesday he has a show, so good on Crumb,
All right, I got blaze out of here, but have a good show.
Cheers, to you, bro.
Talk to you soon, man. Cheers.
Yep. See you, man.
Thank you for being here.
See you later, brother.
Billy, how you doing, man? Cheers to you, bro.
Cheers, brother. I'm drinking apple juice, by the way. I'm just saying.
Well, is that?
It looks like apple juice, but it's not. But it looks like it.
What are you, Ron White?
It's apple juice, yeah. And I love the Lowry guy. awesome music. You know, same mindset. Like really, I love them. And I only began to know them through you know, through here at Hoffcast and over there with the other friend over there.
Do you want to watch a couple UFO videos?
Crumb.
Yeah,
of course I do.
Let's watch a couple UFO videos, man. Let's do that. That'd be fun, I think. I never had a guest on while watching the UFO videos. It's always just been like my kind of thing. So, like, if we can discuss these, that'd be some fun time.
Let's try.
Let's check this one out. Mavi777, as always, great channel. Check them out if you can. Let's see what this one's got going on.
Wow, what is that?
Looks like a hermit crab.
Yeah.
In its shell.
Is that a drone?
It looks like an egg. That's like one of them egg ones, man. That's a very egg-shapy.
Yeah, it is. Look at that. It almost looks like a capsule. Like a capsule.
Is Morgan Mindy on that, or what?
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't think I'd get that reference?
I like the close-up. Let's get close-up. Oh, wow. What is that?
It looks like a dry turd.
It's a booger. No. it's actually, you know what that actually is, maybe? It is a lead, you know, from the gun, you know, from like a shell. It's being fired. That is the lead going through the air. And they just slow
from a gun?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone can film a lead from a gun, especially from that distance. No offense.
Okay.
I mean, just saying, like, that would be like the hardest thing to film of all time. It's hard to film a hockey puck getting shot across the ice. They miss on that, or a baseball flying. You know what I mean?
Kind of looks like one of those weights you use when you're fishing. Those little weights.
Or that, yeah. You know, one of the sinkers?
Yeah, sinker.
I'm gonna take that ad off there real quick. Kyle Jordan says, the Hoffcast is the place for all true basemen of culture. Amen, brother. Cheers to that. I think that should be on a t-shirt, in all honesty. I think that should be on a t-shirt.
Yeah,
I'm just waiting until this ad ends.
Merch, maybe one day, merch.
Shane says that's the Clintons flying to Epstein Island. I thought they went on a boat, but well, no, they went on the Lolita Express. But sometimes, you know, they'd have boats around there. And Jizzy allegedly was in a lot of groups trying to keep that from happening. All right, so here's the next one here. Let's look at another UFO video. Let's get back to it. Oh, that's cool. Zoom in on that a little bit. Whoa, look at those, you know.
It looks like those lights they shine from the ground. Those big,
from like a used car lot?
Those, well, no, they use the lights for like a strip center or something like that, or whatever, and like, or a big concert going on, or like come over here, you'll follow.
They look
that's what it looks like to me.
Buzzards or vultures swarming over something dead.
Yeah.
What would you think if you saw that, man? Would you think like that's something not of this world, or would you think that's something that's that is maybe government related?
I would think it's highly unusual. That's for sure. Very suspicious. Yeah, I mean, because you can't even see the light protruding from the earth up there. So if something was shining from the ground up, you really don't see that. So these are objects flying around. Most likely, I'm thinking now, they're probably drones. We know they can program these drones now.
Well, those drones can do way crazier than that, for sure. But also, like, why would you have drones up above the clouds like that not doing much unless they were, I don't know. Like, what would be the purpose?
Well,
also, I wanted to say, let me read this comment real quick. Matt Brooks says, this is 100% a place for gentlemen. Absolutely. But also, all ladies are welcome as well, including Miss Stephanie, Spicy Sarah, any of the other ladies. Not the bots, Bots not welcome,
Yeah.
but the real ladies out there who watch Hoffcast, you're more than welcome to be here. This is a place for gentlemen. We are gentlemen. We respect the ladies, not like
we
the
love the ladies.
Yeah,
ladies
love
are the
ladies.
best, man.
Absolutely,
ladies are the best.
Yeah, Kyle Jordan said that's facts. Absolutely. Anyways, get to what you were saying, my man.
I mean, you ever seen that movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Yeah, yeah. Classic.
Great movie. You know, they filmed that wherever they did up there. That was in Montana or something. There's a kind of a thing there. It's a real structure, a real kind of a natural structure. They filmed that there. I mean, they filmed portions of it there, at least the video of that and all that. Now, whether or not it probably wasn't filmed there like all the stage stuff, but very interesting. And do I believe aliens exist? Yes, of course I believe they do exist.
Do you think they're of this world or interdimensional or?
I think that, you know, it's going to probably, I know, look, I believe that there is life out there, you know. I just have to say it. I believe in what they told me as far as, you know, we're in the solar system, amongst a galaxy, amongst, you know, billions of galaxies within the universe. I do believe that theory. You know, the moon is there. It, you know, it rotates around the earth. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry to ask you. Sorry, this is like a personal question. Are you spiritual at all? And you don't have to answer that. You don't. But I'm just asking.
I'm spiritual for sure. Yeah.
You believe in like a higher power?
Religion, like, not so much, but
yeah, like organized religion, you know.
Yeah, I'm
definitely
totally
not
against all that. I think it's
yeah.
But spirituality is definitely something I believe in. So yeah.
Let me read these comments because they're great. Shane says, "Come take Joe and Camel Toe." Kamala aliens will gladly sacrifice those twos. Absolutely. Let's go, Brandon. And then Kyle Jordan responds by saying they'd bring them back. Yeah. We don't even want to probe them. We don't want to ruin our equipment on these bitches. Probably laser beam us for it. The Enlightened Mac, great to see you here. Another viewer, thank you for being here. I know you've been here a couple times. Glad to see you again. UFO RT video called UFO Red Stare, Flying Saucer Pyramid over. I was just about to show something about flying saucers over a pyramid, not a flying saucer pyramid in this next video, which I thought was extremely interesting because Egypt is, this is from, what's this from here? Are you seeing, do I got it up? Yeah, this is from December 10th. This is from Cairo. And this is a UFO video. And all, you know, all the crazy stuff that goes around that, and those parts, you know, with spirituality and whatnot.
Well, there's a theory, Hoff, that the aliens came here like 4,000 years ago or whatever, and they taught us, the people here at that time, everything they needed to know, how to make life, and you know, and they built these pyramids in a way that were so, like, did we have that kind of knowledge back then? You know, it's like maybe we were trained.
It's right over the tip of that pyramid. That was crazy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, and then we go into these pyramids nowadays and we see we call that hieroglyphics or whatever they, you know, the painting on the walls and there, and they show it's like aliens had come down, you know, to Earth and like show them the way, you know, and we have to think, wow, you know, are we not part of this alien race? You know, maybe we are. I don't know.
Well, there's another theory.
We are aliens. Maybe we are the aliens. You ever think of that?
Well, yeah. Maybe there's a theory that like life on Earth had only evolved so much that it just became primates, and then the aliens came down and advanced that, not just our own DNA and the way we look. We didn't evolve necessarily from, allegedly, or whatever they say on Ancient Aliens, from the primates. Is the fact that we were like kind of like they banged the monkeys, and then we became like a offspring of the aliens and the monkeys or whatever. And then, you know, also not just that, but the technology that we got from them, allegedly. Not saying any of that's true. I actually don't believe half of that, to be honest with you, but I think it's fun to think about.
Yeah, you know, speaking about that, I mean, they thought we got this so-called thing called AIDS, right? Because apparently a man had sex with a monkey, or, you know, it's like, are you kidding me? Yeah, and so that's how we caught it? No way. Look, that shit was manufactured, probably man-made, manufactured, as far as I'm concerned. You know, just like this whole bullshit going on now, all manufactured.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of, I don't even know if like half of them are lies, or people just really trying to figure out where we came from, or if people are just trying to force people into believing where we really came from in order to distract us from the real reason we are here. But I believe that humans are like, I believe we're all very, very powerful people, and we don't know that because we're all being forced into little containers and boxes and thoughts in our heads and phones and social media and screens and video games and clothing and brands and fast food and everything like that. I think we're all being forced down. We don't even know how powerful we can be as humans at all, because all of this influence, these informations, these brands, this advertising, commercials, influencers, celebrities, they're all trying to tell us who to be, what to do, where to spend our money. And like, we could be so much more if we were not underneath all of that weight every single moment of every single day. If we could just be us, you know? And that's just the way I feel. I feel like we could be so much more if we just didn't give a shit about what the rich people said or told us to do, you know?
Where did the human being come from, right? So they're saying we, you know, through the years, through like, we're talking hundreds of thousands of years, you know, we evolved, right? And we came about as this little thing that was swimming in the water, you know, and we came up like a frog, like a tadpole, like a frog, right? Okay, so we were that species, right? We're that species that, so we, you know, it was either the frog or the human, right? So we came up, and I guess humans succeeded, and the frogs are still like coming up as tadpoles, as frogs. And isn't that just crazy?
The frogs lost, and they're turning the frogs gay now, for freak's sake. Damn.
Oh yeah. And some frogs want to be gay, you know. I'm like, what?
Really?
Why would you want to be gay? You know.
Are you talking about French people?
Yeah. Something like that.
My bad. That's no offense to any French people at all.
Hey, we love all the gay people out there. Just saying, we love them all.
Yes.
Even juicy fruit.
Yeah, juicy fruit. Such a good. Oh, that's good. I wish I'd thought of that one. That's good.
Oh yeah, I'm calling him juicy fruit from now on. You get it? You get it, right? He's kind of fruity and he's juicy.
Oh yeah. Oh, I get it. I get it. That's why I wish I'd thought of it.
I thought of it for you. You can use it. Oh, that's funny. Juicy fruit. God.
I'm just going to keep playing UFOs in the background while we're talking, man.
Yeah, please. They're fun. I love them.
Yeah, just have something people can watch, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Shane says, Hoff, let me hit your pin. I might forget to take it out of my bag tomorrow. We work together.
Yeah, I know you do.
Hoff. That's no homo there. There's no homo.
I know there isn't, but I know you have friends.
We're talking about vaping. We're talking about vaping.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
Maybe it's legal vaping. Completely
legal. Nicotine vaping.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this right here.
Okay,
what is that?
Before, I'm not high enough for this. What's up?
What is it? I'm not even high yet. I wait till like later. I haven't even talked to Freddie yet.
I mean, you see a lot of these things. They morph. You see a lot of humanoids in these videos, man. It's crazy stuff, dude.
Yeah, that looks like a UFO. Look at that. Looks like a freaking like classic
saucer. Yeah,
that looks like
a saucer shape. Looks like straight out of ET. Not ET, but like
Close Encounters. I mean,
yeah, Close Encounters.
So like real looking there. But you know, we have to ask that question. Why aren't they ever in focus? You know what I mean?
Or why do you never see them fly off? Yeah, rarely do you see. But it's rare that you see that for sure. Well, that one just kind of faded off. You gotta give it. It's the clouds there, you know.
May I ask you a question? Can you show the UFOs of the government?
Here's the one of the humanoids. But yeah, go ahead.
The jet fighter pilots that recently the government has released those videos of the pilots off the West Coast, off the California coast, and they're flying around and they.
I saw that one. I saw that. I think I saw that one. Was it? They were all.
Can you show that because they were more realistic.
Formation.
Yeah.
I gotta Google it, man. But yeah,
Google it, brother. That is one.
Can you tell me what to look up again?
Oh,
I know. I saw the video.
I would say Google search UFOs off naval U.S. naval UFO off the coast of California, something like that. It should come up. I could probably find the link. How am I doing?
Do it if you can, because I don't even know if I don't know if I can find the right one.
I can probably find the link for you. Maybe it should be on YouTube.
Are you talking about the TikTok videos where they were in the planes?
No, not TikTok. This is something.
Not TikTok. TikTok.
Oh, I don't know what that means. But
they look like a TikTok. The UFO looked like a TikTok. That's why they called it that.
It could have been. That could be it. Let me see. Let's see. California
was it black and
UFOs, white? U.S. Navy. I'm gonna do a search here. UFOs, U.S. Navy, California.
Turd says everything is made completed. You can eat if you can't see. If you first didn't, you have a shit pipe. That I don't know what any of that means, but I feel like it's very deep. I feel like it's very deep.
I found many links. Let's see.
Okay, well then let me know as soon as you can. I'll stop this one.
Okay. So these are really short videos. Let me see.
Enlightenment says we have our own knowledge of technology. Aliens is a word magic. Maybe alien is a lie and fake. Alien because slave sheep will believe the lie. Don't believe the lie. Run on sentence, but right on, brother. Right on.
All right, I'm going to put the link. I'm going to put it in private so you can see it, the link, and you can share it if you want to. This is a link. This is a link to a leaked video. It's from today, I guess the morning show, whatever. It says leaked video shows UFO flying around Navy ship near San Diego. This came out May 17th, 2021. Very, very recent.
Do you know that's Spanish for a whale's vagina? San Diego?
I didn't know that.
That's true.
I didn't know that. Much respect for the whales. We love the whales and, the Dogecoin whales. You better just quit selling your coins and wait till it goes to $1. I'm just saying. Because that's where, I wanted to go to $1 or more so I get my money back. Just saying.
That's not true what I just said about the whale's vagina. That's a joke from Anchor, man.
I didn't know that. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah. Figure I'd update you on that. I figure I'd give you the truth. It sounds real, though. Especially, anyways.
Check that link I sent you, and I think you're going to want to show this.
Wait, is it in the private chat?
Yes, sir. It's in the private chat of the StreamYards.
Gotcha.
I put the link. Yes, sir. It's good. It's about 2-3 minutes. It's a good video.
It's a great time for me to take a 2 to 3 minute break while this
10-100 and get a beer. All right, let's do it.
Yeah, and then I'll leave you up, or you can mute yourself if you want. But I'm gonna take a 2-minute break. I'll be right back as soon as this starts playing. I can still hear it. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the TikTok or what? TikTok.
Hold on a second. Let me share that. I always do this with UFO videos. Miss Stephanie knows this. I watch them and I don't share them. I'm like, holy crap, that's crazy. And then like no one knows what I'm watching.
Yep. Don't forget to share it.
There it is. It's shared now. All right. I'm gonna go off screen for about
big
a
screen.
minute.
Always hit the big screen on that. Yeah, there you go, brother. Yeah, you go.
I usually like to put the address bar in there, but it's always a good idea to go big screen. You're not wrong.
It's better to.
We're gonna go IMAX. Go IMAX for the crowd.
And after a few minutes, splashed. Mark bearing a range. The 2019 footage obtained by filmmaker Jeremy Corbell, who last month released another video of an upside-down pyramid UFO hovering above a Navy destroyer.
This is part of a larger series of events that we're going to be learning about.
The Pentagon confirming the video was taken by Navy personnel. The images now being reviewed by a government task force set to brief Congress next month on what they call unidentified aerial phenomenon. This weekend, 60 Minutes speaking to fighter pilots who reported seeing unidentified flying objects.
Every day for at least a couple of years.
Former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Intelligence Chris Mellon says sensor technology has improved dramatically over the years, but pilots have reported seeing some of the same things for decades.
Are there any similarities between these recent incidents and incidents that go back as far as half a century?
There seems to be a lot of continuity there.
He says one of the biggest problems is the stigma that comes with talking about UFOs, something a Navy lieutenant commander also told CBS she struggled with after she and 3 others saw a 40-foot flying object disappear in 2004.
You know, I think that over beers, we've sort of said, hey, man, if I saw this solo, I don't know that I would have come back and said anything because it sounds so crazy when I say it.
How would you describe this thing that we can't explain?
What we're seeing are a number of distinct, different things. Sometimes we see a 50-foot object that can travel at hypersonic speeds and seemingly go into orbit or come down from, altitudes above potentially 100,000 feet.
Do you think that we will see a release from the government that shows
something? I think Shane's saying. I think he was saying later
will be shared with Congress for certain. I don't see that coming to the public soon.
And that is the problem. All we're really seeing are these little glimpses of leaked videos, while things like the original high definition.
So you're not wrong about that, what you just said. Kyle Jordan says, I gotta bounce. Take it easy. Stay base. Keep them sunglasses on. You know it, brother. That's what he was talking about. Shane, I think he's still here. But Kyle Jordan, thank you for being here tonight, my brother. We will do all those things. And thank you for my new potential slogan from earlier, which where was it? I want to bring it up real quick.
We wear our sunglasses at
the Hoffcast. The Hoffcast is the place for all true-based men of culture, and that does include women as well. So, just want to make that clear once again. All women are welcome if you're based as well. Real quick. So yeah, Shane, I think you're still here. I know. Welcome back. LaSween Machine, welcome back to Hoffcast. Glad to see you. The fucking Hoff. We're doing it. Shane says, no, I'm here. Good. We cleared that up. We finished the mystery. Let's get back to this.
I figured that, Shane. Sorry.
Definition footage, the radar data, the sonar data, that hasn't been released because most of it's classified. And there could be some very worldly explanations. It could be Russian or Chinese drones, a top secret U.S. project. But at this point, it's going to be up to Congress to get to the bottom of this whole mystery.
Congress.
All right, Gotti Schwartz. Gotti, thank you for that.
Congress will decide whether or not UFOs
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube.
No, fuck you, Al Roker. Ah!
Yeah, get rid of Al Roker. Oh, God.
That's like a lizard person robot. Wow.
Sick. He's sick. All these people are sick.
You ever see those videos where they glitch you out, dude?
No, we're watching a commercial.
Yeah, I need to get rid of this shit. I need to get rid of that
commercial. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate commercials more than anything, dude.
Me too.
I hate
me
that.
too.
I hate how much my dad loves Geico commercials. They're like lowest common denominator humor. And my dad's like, Scoop, there it is. I'm like, Dad, shut the fuck up. I love you, but shut the fuck up.
Oh, my dad just told me last night he got his 3rd booster shot. I'm like, what the freak are you talking about, dude?
Well, he got his 3rd shot and it was the booster.
Yeah, 3rd, whatever. You know what?
I was gonna say,
and I said,
booster,
Dad,
that's
and I'm like, Dad, are you okay? Are you okay? This guy's like 76 years old, and he's like, yeah, I'm fine. You know, go get yours. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna put that stuff in my body. No way. It's poison as far as I'm concerned. I'm not gonna do it. You know. Sorry, I don't. I said I don't need it. You know, he said.
Well, allegedly, it's all those things. Allegedly, it's
allegedly,
yes,
and
or
I
else
said
I'm going to strike. But it's your opinion.
Allegedly, or my opinion. But he was like, "Well, I'll have to agree. We'll have to agree to disagree." And I'm like, "Okay, fine, whatever, man. You know, I ain't putting any of this crap in my body ever again. There's no reason to, unless they're gonna." You know, hold me down, pin me down, and put it in me. You know, and then what am I going to do then? You know, a bunch of hot nurses come in. These beautiful ladies come in. They pin me down. You know, and they inject me with their science. You know, what am I going to do?
I think I read this on a web board the other day. This story. Did you write it? Oh, okay.
Come on, Paulo, go. Paulo, go. Sorry, I had to let my cat out. Let my cat out. Yeah, cats. I know you have one dog. I have I have 9 cats, a dog, and a bird. It's bananas over here, man. Just saying.
LaSwain says, I didn't realize you were Billy the Kid. Good to see it too. Yeah, we do this, man. We do this. He also says, I hate to hear that, man. According to the jab and whatnot, his father's the same way. Lost in the sauce. Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah,
right?
It's a shame. You know, they just believe. Apparently, they believe in this mind control. I mean, they're like, I hate to say they're brainwashed because I know he's not. You know, I know. But then again, I think, you know,
in my opinion, I think people just want to be told what to do. You know, I
hate being told what to do.
I think a lot of people do, though. I know that's why we're here. That's why me and you are here right now.
Yeah,
but I think a lot of people just don't want to think. They don't want to do the research. They're busy. They're exhausted. They think that, you know, I mean, in all fairness, take care of what you got to take care of. But at the same time, like, you're ignoring everything else around you and you're just denying what is really happening, in my opinion.
We are born into, you know, we are born into a situation where our parents who raised us, right, believe that, or either believe it or they're coerced into it, giving up their time and labor and energies to a government that gives away so many dollars, so many, you know, so think of a dollar. A dollar is your time and labor and energies, right? And then when they print all these dollars and give it out to us, and then they're like, well, you got to pay it back, you know, and with interest, you know, whatever. It's just like, it just baffles me because, as we know, inflation is very real, and it is the hidden tax. You know, it's a hidden tax. A lot of people don't understand what me and Hoff understand, and everybody that's watching understands. They don't understand that. You know, they just don't understand it. Especially little kids in middle school or elementary, middle school, high school, they don't really understand that yet. They don't. I didn't understand it when I was that age. I didn't understand it until I was much older, you know?
Man, when I was young, I thought I had the world figured out, dude. When I was like 19, I was like, dude, I got the whole world figured out. Mm-hmm. I know how to do this. I know what I'm doing. And I know that I'm going to get to where I want to be. And guess what? I was wrong. I was very, very, very wrong. I was very naive. I was under the impression of a lot of people who I admired, and I shouldn't have. I was under the impression of the media, thinking that they were in my best interest. And luckily, I did grow out of that. About a few years later, I was like, I don't know shit about this world. Maybe I should start learning more about it, rather than thinking that I know everything, you know, because I don't. And that's why I do this. And I learn things from everyone I talk to every time I do a stream. And I love doing that. I love talking to people and finding out new things and seeing new perspectives. That's like one of the best things about this. And like, that's the whole reason I'm here doing my live streams, is to basically get that view out there and meet people who have the same views and learn more from them as well. Much like yourself, Billy. Cheers to you, bro.
You know, I'm a little bit older than you. Almost 2 decades older than you. Decades. Almost.
You don't have to admit to that.
But
or I'm really young. No, I'm not.
No, I'm just saying. But the thing is, you know what's cool? You know what I find fascinating? Is that we really have a lot in common in the fact that your favorite band is Rush, like mine is. And you are like 17 years younger than me.
Living
me, that's a win. To me,
is the unreal. For those who think and feel
in touch with some reality beyond the gilded age. It's a win, man. It's a win. You are a win. I am a win. Man, the fact, you know, that you were a Rush fan at the age of 33 and I'm, you know, look, Alex Lifeson's about 17 years older than me. I am 17 years older than you. Isn't that a coincidence or what? Is that a coincidence or what?
What do you say? We're the Alex Lifesons of our generations?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, fair enough, dude. He's my favorite guitar player of all times.
Me too, man.
The Sweet Machine says your folks signed the birth certificate at birth. Also, the government owns your name when you do that too, from what I've heard.
That is true. That's what I've heard too. Yeah. I've heard the same thing.
Like your social security number, your name. It's printed in all caps because that's like a legal thing. And like your name, when you write it, and you have the uppercase, like say my name is Hoff, I have the uppercase H and then the lowercase OFF. Like that's a traditional human thing, but whenever they put it all in caps on your birth certificate, that means like you're part of the system especially when they attach that social security number to it. So
and your parents accept you into that system. So as a child, you are an adolescent, you are a minor, you're not an adult, and your parents have the right to declare you any which way but lose. And yeah, you know, like I said, many parents, most parents, I deem to say, allegedly are or have been programmed to do the exact same thing because that's what their parents did. This sort of cycle, it keeps going on and on and on. Homeschooling, man, is the option. But you know, so
I'm not homeschooling. Home birthing and off the grid is your option. Homeschooling ain't going to get your kid off the grid at all. You're still, the kid's already registered social security number. You know what I mean? Already part. Like the only way you can get away with having a kid, even if that kid, you can't make the decision for them. You know, off the system, not being a person in their life. They tried to be part of the system. They'd be like, well, I have no real identity. Like that's a whole complicated debacle there. Not that I'm against it. Not saying that. I think we should do more of that. I'm more about being off the grid as possible, but obviously I'm not. I'm here live streaming on YouTube through freaking internet right now, so I'm definitely not off the grid by any means, but I totally agree with that. You mind if I read a few comments real quick, Billy?
Yeah, go for it, brother.
This chat's fire. This chat's fire. Yeah. Shane said, "You mean learning about George Washington didn't help you in life, Hoff?" I wouldn't say it did. I mean, he led some revolutions and whatnot, chopped down some cherry trees, had some wooden teeth, but I do think he was a true patriot, really, though. But I think there are a lot of myths about him, too. I think that they make up a lot of the cherry tree thing and, you know, all that stuff just to make these people seem like characters instead of the real people they were, who actually had to do bad things. And that's what all these SJWs are finding out right now, is that the way this country was founded, and as brutal as it might have been and not fair or whatever, the reason why we're all here right now having this debate and this argument is because they did the things they did, and that's why we're here. If not, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be talking about this stuff. You wouldn't have an argument. So you have the freedom to have that argument. Thank you, George Washington. And as much as Christopher Columbus might have been a piece of shit, you wouldn't be here if not for him. Also, if you're pro-gay or whatever, pro-choice, you wouldn't be here if you're for that. Just saying. Just saying. So don't forget where you came from, motherfuckers. You can put it down all you want, but don't fucking forget where you came from. And that's all they want to do, is insult where we came from. Everywhere from our nationality, to our race, our countries, to our parents, to our sexualities, to the culture itself. All they want to do is to invert that, take everyone out of the system, and just make them part of their own system. And that's not freedom. And fuck that shit. That's the New World Order. Cheers.
Oh, man. You know, they tried this crap. You know, they tried this 100 years ago. You know that, Hoff, right? They tried this same kind of deal, what they're doing now. It didn't take hold back then because they didn't have the power of the internet. They didn't have the technology we have now. Now it's very sad. It could succeed.
I know that's what I'm scared of, man. I'm not black-pilled yet. Not black-pilled yet, but damn, it's scary.
I'm gonna resist. I'm gonna resist.
Do not comply.
As long as I can. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Ban censorship. There should be no censorship.
Yeah, but we're talking like what's going on in Australia is like, okay, so if you don't get the jabbo, you can't get a job. You are like ostracized from society.
Well, in certain parts, yeah, but yeah, I know. In those certain parts, it's super extreme. In those certain parts, though, it's very extreme. It's not like kangaroos in the outback are getting locked up, but like in those big parts like Melbourne and Sydney and whatnot, yeah, they're getting hit. Like,
they're locking them down, man. I mean,
like if you go out on a park bench, you're getting arrested out there and put into a camp, allegedly.
It's it's about control, yeah. But okay, why do they want us? Why do they want to inject this certain thing into us? Well, the conspiracy theory is, which I believe could allegedly be true.
Thank you for the allegedly.
They want to, allegedly, they want to reduce the population of the whole Earth, the whole planet. And
allegedly, it's Ted Turner with the Georgia Guidestones, 500 million.
Yep.
Allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
Even though those exist.
The Sweden.
Yeah, he said the poor kids are being born into a faceless, mask-filled, profit-minded, tumultuous time. But on the other side of the coin, the age of Aquarius has dawned on us. There has to be a yin to the yang. And I've heard about this age of Aquarius. It has strongly to do with this video I wanted to do months ago, but it was too deep. Like, I just don't have the time to do it yet. Maybe I'll finish it sometime. But basically, John Mayer put out a video earlier this year called, what was it? Wild Blue. And the whole video is literally about the age of Aquarius and that sort of thing. And it's all Freemason. John Mayer is a Freemason. Illuminate confirmed, in my opinion. Yeah, this is a thing. There's kind of a battle of spiritualities here, forces at arms, and there has to be a yin to the yang. And
what about Sammy Hagar? Is Sammy Hagar Illuminati confirmed? I would.
I think he dabbled, but I don't know if he's.
I'm not sure. Either.
David Lee Roth.
I would hope not. I would hope not. I mean, Sammy is like his own man. He's built his empire,
Enlightened Meg says the Indians built ancient Vimanas, aka levitating stone castles, that used mercury and red mercury with metal circuit donut and electricity to make mercury spin around and around the donut that made the levitation. Yeah, I've heard about this. It's like the Baghdad bomb or something like that, where you can manipulate magnetic forces with electricity in order to create some sort of like levitating or energy or anything like that. That's kind of interesting. I love that kind of stuff. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. LaSween says, I have faith that humanity will prevail over the Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates technocrat agenda 2030 vision. I do too. I have faith that in humanity, I think we can beat this. But right now, a lot of people are being held with the carrot right in front of them, dangling, and they just keep chasing it.
Well, what's the carrot? The carrot is if you don't take it, you lose your job. That's the carrot.
No, I don't even think. Well, right now that's part of it, but a lot of people put the carrot on themselves, like social media and just their egos, and thinking that, like, you know, like I'm all go for it. You know, I'm all for it, but like sometimes when women just like put their bodies up on Instagram and then they'll put a comment, like their caption will be like, life is good, and it'll just be their ass out there. Not that I'm against that. I'm just saying, like there's an ego behind it. There's a narcissism. There's a point of where you feel like you have to show off and degrade yourself in order to put yourself online and in order to feel liked or accepted in this world. And I think that's insane. But I'm not against it. Do what you do. I don't think it's insane. I don't think it's insane, but I think if you have the wrong idea about it, it's degrading to yourself. I haven't got to a person yet I want to talk to real quick. Turbo Turd says it's called your straw man. I'm not sure what he's talking about. We're late on these comments, but I wanted to get to this response. Mitts, glad to see you, Mitts. All caps is your straw man. You take Turbo Turd down a few pegs. You take him down. Glad to see you, Mitts. Yeah, there's a lot of chat here. As soon as you come back, we'll start talking again. So he says you're at the C district, and once the birth certificate is signed, 14th Amendment fuckery. I don't know much about the 14th Amendment. I'm a terrible American. Terrible American. I know the first two. I know the 10 amendments. Not 10 amendments, the 10 commandments. No, the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not steal. And whatnot. Law of the land, Magna Carta, law of the sea. Your souls were lost at sea in 1666. Well, you can see that 666 in there, obviously. Are yet to be claimed. That's what sovereign citizen is. LaSween says, rolling a blunt in honor, legends. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. Roll that blunt. Smoke it down. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Smoke weed every day. I'm a strong believer that, Mitz says, I'm a strong believer that land cannot be stolen, only won or lost. I kind of believe that too, but I mean, yeah, if you don't, I mean, back then the argument is like the natives were just part of the land. They didn't know anything else that was going around the world because they didn't have technology. They were, for lack of a better term, and I don't agree with this, like savages or whatever. And that's why they lost, because they didn't have any knowledge of the rest of the world. That's why we came over and annihilated them. But also, you're not wrong on that, I guess. It's just the way the world works. It is. Shane says, tearing down our history. That's what it's all about. And that's why I've said long ago, and you can watch the BitChute videos on my BitChute. I'm going to plug right now. Go to BitChute. Send the link below. Not right now, after the stream. Watch the stream. But I have the videos about Tom Hanks. And everyone's welcome to Hoffcast. Everyone is welcome to Hoffcast to watch and comment and be part of this, except Tom Hanks or Chet Hanks. You're out. Sorry, Tommy. Sorry, Chet. You're not allowed here. Fuck you. But there's like all of Tom Hanks' movies, if you didn't realize it, are about rewriting history.
Yes.
Look at it. They're all like, he plays a role in all of them. They're Forrest Gump. That's not even a real person, but he rewrote history in all of it. He was part of everything. You think about like Apollo 13. You know,
what about
but no, Solly, you know, Captain Phillips. He's doing like
what about Saving Private Ryan? Now I
Saving Private Ryan, dude.
But I in my opinion, I think it was his best work was Saving Private Ryan. If you just look at him as an actor, Tom Hanks. I'm not behind him. He was one of the first people in Hollywood that was behind and supported this whole pandemic. Okay, he was one of the first ones that they put out there. Okay, in 2020, and when I heard that, I was just like, I was dumbfounded.
You can
I
see
was
that
like,
whole video
no, not this guy. You know,
dude. I can't even have that video on YouTube anymore. That's why I moved it to BitChute. But it's a huge video. It had, the most views I ever had on YouTube back when I left it up. I was scared I'd get like the FBI coming at me or whatever if I left it up. So I didn't. But it's on BitChute if you want to watch it. I have a couple videos about Tom and Chet. They're not welcome here. Everyone else in the world is welcome to Hoffcast. Tom, Chet, Hanks, get the fuck out of here. Don't even show up. If you want to show up, leave. All right. Or fight me. One or the other. I'll fight Tom. I'll fight Chet for charity. I will fight Chet Hanks for charity any day. Probably get my ass whooped. He looks pretty buff, but I'll still do it. It makes money.
You ever see that? Have you ever seen that movie, Weird Science? Remember Chet?
Love it, like back in '94.
Remember Chet? Yeah, remember Chet? And they turned Chet into this big blob of like he looked like a big turd.
I don't remember that, man. That was like back in '94. They made a whole show after that too.
It was like
a Weird Science.
It was like '86 when that movie.
Oh well, I saw it in '94, so that's my fault. The word magic cap means capital. The slave currency money is aka an energy capacitor or a water current that is energy from a slave population created because of a river banking system. Wow. I love his comments. I'm gonna leave it up for a second. I love these comments. Bringing the deep stuff, the Hoffcast, the enlightened Mac. I applaud you. Cheers to you, my man. Bringing the real deep here.
Yeah, good job, enlightened.
James Corbett of the Corbett Report. I'm not sure if I trust this guy, unless I'm thinking of a different guy. Clint Richardson of Red Pill Sunday. Others have details of central bank fight and power struggle from the founders to the federal. But that's a huge issue going on right now, is with money in this world, not just this country, not just with inflation or with the supply chain crisis, but it has to do with the New World agenda of trying to make like global currency and world gas currency and trying to like eliminate gas at the same time, keep gas, like promote Tesla, but raise gas prices and get the most out of it. I don't know what they're doing right now, but it's all terrible for us citizens. We're not getting the good end of this. You have something to say, Billy? I feel like you do.
Yeah, but it's like, I agree with you completely. It's like, what is going on? Like, so they want to like promote, like one side wants to promote green energy and let's all have electrical cars, which we know cost way more. We don't even know how it fit, like if they're going to last a while. And we know when the battery banks go down, man, it costs a lot to replace all that. I mean, it's like a lot of infrastructure kind of money. Yet, then we have the other side that's saying, hey, man, oil, man, let's keep the oil prices down. I'm kind of on the side of oil. I like combustion engines, gasoline combustion, whatever. I like that style of car or vehicle. The other
a lot
way,
of people have been lied to about how much the exhaust from cars and vehicles are affecting the actual atmosphere, when it's like certain jets and planes that are flying through are doing way more damage to the atmosphere than all the cars on the planet, or volcanoes that erupt do more damage to the atmosphere than all the cars or all of our pollution is done. I'm not saying don't pollute. I'm not saying don't recycle. What I'm saying is don't follow the propaganda of this shit. Like, do your part. Like, definitely recycle and don't throw shit into the water or the ocean, or like rubber bands, or like those things that 6-packs of beer come in that like turtles and dolphins get stuck in. Like, I'm not saying don't think that that's a lie. I'm saying they're lying to you about a lot of things, but that's not it. Like, do your part. Yeah, be a good purse. Don't litter. But at the same time, don't believe this bullshit they're telling you about all this crap about like we can't get oil or that we can't have, there's no water, there's going to be a water shortage or plants and crops aren't growing. That's all, those are lies, you know.
I get like, you know, they mandate these or require catalytic converters on our cars and trucks and, you know, vehicles. And I understand sort of how it works, you know, sort of takes the fumes coming out, the exhaust, and it flips it where it's not going to hurt the atmosphere as much, you know, whatever. I get that. That's okay with me, man. I get the science on that, and that's real science. But to make us all go into this electronic, or not like the energy, green energy sort of deal,
digital matrix, or like,
yeah, I mean, you know, and basically they're twisting. They are twisting our arm into doing it. They're like, okay, you know, they are completely just twisting our arm like a bully who would come and try to steal your lunch money. It's exactly what's going on. We are being bullied, bro. You know, as an individual, as a
like these tornadoes that happened this past little bit. You know, they were saying that like this was from climate change. I was talking about that with the Mark Ruffalo stuff earlier. Nah, there's been tornadoes in December for all the times. There was like a huge hit back in like 100 years ago or something. I don't think it was that far back, but there was like 200 tornadoes or something like that, allegedly. But no, this has been happening for a while. There's no climate change issue there. I don't know what this is all control. It's all to make us not use up resources. Basically, it's like, you know, the whole eating crickets kind of thing. Let me read some comments real quick. The reserve in 1913 was nailed in coffin. Once the Union quashed all the rebellion in our country, it was once said compromised to the British crown. I truly think we broke free for a couple hundred years. And we did, but we're right back in it, man. We're right back in it. There's been a conscious effort to extend the power of Rome through multiple generations. If you believe Rome existed, some people don't believe Rome existed.
I believe it did. I believe it did.
It's transgenerational power, and that's absolutely true. I think that's the most accurate response tonight, is that all these people are transgenerational, big money handed down for many generations to their sons and grandchildren over the years. And that comes everywhere from back to the, you know, 1600s to, you know, 1776 to Nazi Germany to the Great Depression to, you know, Industrial Revolution. And now I think it's all part of it. I really do. Transgenerational, all these I looked up the other day, Billy, how many billionaires there were in their world, and there's like 3,000 plus. And
exactly. So transgenerational power, what does that mean, Hoff? What does it mean, man?
It means that back in the day, when all of these royal bloodlines or these first people that were able to gain power in the world before the world turned to shit and everyone was grasping at straws to make a dollar, that these people took advantage. They made their businesses huge, and they're able to make enough money to pass that down to their kids and their grandkids, and they kept it going. And on brand names alone, even though quality is declining, obviously, in this age, brand name alone holds up more than you think. Nike shoes could start selling Walmart shoes with their little swoosh on it. No one would give a shit. They'd still buy them. They'd fall apart in a week, and guess what? No one give a shit because they had the Nike swoosh on it. And that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. The power is not legitimate. It's just the money that followed down the path, the breadcrumbs. You follow them all the way back to the top. You see that it came from a time when people were able to take advantage of everyone because we're not in the place we are now, basically.
Knowledge is power.
If that made any sense, I'm sorry.
Well, I think knowledge is power, and when you're growing up as a kid and teenager, you are being lied to. Your parents have been propagandized to the point where they just don't know really what's going on. So it's like, and then you watch mainstream media like I used to watch it back in the 90s, and you know, when I was a 20-year-old kid. And, you know, I didn't know that was bullshit. You know, I mean, but you, as you grow older,
you don't, man. You just don't. I mean, because when you're a kid, you can't make your own decisions. You're just you're brought into this world, and what you see around you is what you know.
Yep.
That's it. You know. Yep. Shane said Fauci said shot every year. Get used to it. Fuck him. I agree with that. He also said earlier this week, I think maybe today or yesterday, that like if you're having gatherings this holiday season, that don't be. I'm paraphrasing. Don't be afraid to be like, hey, I'm requiring you to be jabbed before you come to my home and have Christmas with me. So fuck him. Yeah. This is Nazism, in my opinion, completely. 100% Nazism.
I'm actually, quite frankly, I'm really scared being around people that have gotten the jab.
Yeah, same.
I'm actually kind of like
they're the ones getting it. I mean,
are
allegedly,
these the people that are going to kill off the people that didn't get it. I mean, you know, I'm kind of scared about that, you know. But I'm not scared of any kind of boogeyman out there, or boogie virus, or I'm not scared because I understand how the government works.
Mm-hmm.
The Hegelian dialect, you know, I understand problem. You know, they create a problem and they, you know, come up with some bullshit, and they wait for the fear-based reaction, and they have a pre-planned solution.
Absolutely,
it's been going on for hundreds of years. Yeah, it's been going on for 100 years or more, or thousands of years. I mean, until you understand that, then you're just like I was like 20 years ago. I was like, you know, I didn't really, like 20, 30 years ago, I didn't understand exactly what was going on. You know, these people, there are people that are taking advantage of other people by, you know, using lies and fear mongering, and they're called politicians. They use tactics and they divide the people. I didn't understand all that until later on in life, man. But here's the thing: they're forcing these young kids, and their parents are going along with it. God forgive them, you know. They're making these young kids get used to these shame muzzles on their faces. Okay, they're getting them used to being these sort of slaves. Okay,
absolutely.
Which, you know,
absolutely.
Jim
these
Morrison,
phones in their hands, cameras on them constantly, microphones.
Exactly. Jim Morrison of the Doors explained it really well. He was like, "You're all a bunch of effing slaves." He told us in a concert back in the late '60s.
His dad did work for
You're
the
all
FBI,
a bunch of effing slaves. Well, his dad was an admiral in the United States Navy.
Yeah.
Okay, this man Jim Morrison graduated from the Los Angeles University with a degree in, like, you know, I think it was what was it, drama or something, acting, whatever. And
I want to read this comment by LaSweeney. He's arguing with me. He said the Native Americans have tech. He said the Masons are in tune with the ancient knowledge. It's all about interpretation and intention with the ancient knowledge and power. And the Native Americans absolutely had that tech. Does that go back to like the Egyptians about how you believe how they might believe, like,
the aliens
or whatever?
This
is all very interesting to me. I love this stuff.
I love it too.
He also said that intelligence community creation culture, the whole ego image paradigm that social media created. Remember, all social media and the internet itself are DARPA projects. I just looked up the other day what DARPA stood for, and I just forgot. I literally did. I know they're not good.
Look it up. DARPA's government. It's Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. That's what DARPA stands for.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, anything with the government's name on it is not good. Usually.
Jane says, Saving Private Ryan's an awesome movie, not gonna lie.
No, Saving Private Ryan was a damn good movie. I have to say, I would believe, to me, that's his greatest performance. This guy we're talking about, this government supporter or whatever. Sad. I hate to say that he did it. I mean, the guy, anybody that sides with the government on this bullshit, it's just they are. I just don't want to see him. I don't want to look at him. I don't want to think about him. But this man, I have to say, he had a great performance in that movie. Just saying.
Well, I mean, you can separate the art from the artist, I guess. Sometimes.
Yeah, a little bit.
As long as I've talked about this before. As long as you know where it comes from and you can rise above that and not be manipulated by it, just enjoy it for what it is and know in the back of your mind. Sometimes it's ruined it for me at first for a few things, not gonna lie. And for a lot of things I still can't go back. But dang, maybe I'm still just brainwashed and I can't get over it. But I try to. But sometimes when you know where people come from, it's scary. Where that message comes from that's going into you when you watch or listen to something. I think that's where the dark arts are, and that's where I try to avoid it. But I know what it means to like something and know where it comes from and not like the artist for sure.
But the Foo Fighters, I mean, what? He ain't gonna do it. I love your accent of the Foo. Oh, you're Christopher Walken on the Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters here. Welcome to Saturday Night Live. Christopher Walken hosting Foo Fighters are here. All right, that's it. I'm not gonna do that every.
Perfect, dude. You're perfect on that. Perfect.
People are not gonna watch me if I do that.
Hey, comedy is fun, and you do comedy well, and it's great. I love it. Oh man,
I'm loving the chat. The chat's on fire tonight. We got so many viewers. This has been a great stream. Once again, thank everyone for watching and being here. We're not ending right now. I'm just saying thank you for being here and watching. What a great group of people we got going on, including yourself, Billy. What do you think, man? Do you think we got a good group?
Heck yeah, man. I think this is one of your best shows yet, man, for sure.
I agree. I think they just keep getting better and better. And it's not because of me. That's for sure. It's not because of me. When I see people watching my show, I get amped up. And that's when I want to do things. And I started out, I didn't get viewers at all. And I had to fight through those moments where I felt like no one was watching, but I still wanted to keep talking. And now I got people watching, and that empowers me to just keep going and just keep talking about things and just keep going with the truth, and I believe it's the truth. I'm not saying 100%. I don't know shit about nothing, but the more people that I get watching and just the more people that are involved in the chat and everything, that's what this is all about. This is what Hoffcast is all about. It's not about me. It's about you guys.
The Foo Fighters.
Cheers.
The Foo Fighters. I love it, man. I took the watch. I took it out of my asshole. It was my father's watch, I had to put it up in there, to save the watch because they would have stole it from me.
Do you know how long?
I kept the watch in my asshole for a year and a half.
You know how long I kept this watch in my ass.
I love that part of Pulp Fiction. You're right. It was Pulp Fiction where that came from. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. That's a great movie.
Swing says, y'all bringing out the legal definition of words and deep that history is connected with it. I love it. And yes, the global current will be a World Bank-backed crypto already announced. First of all, I like that first part of that, LaSween, the legal definition of words, because they are definitely changing a lot of terms nowadays in order to try to make us think differently about things that were already there in the concrete, like herd immunity and vax, the jabs and stuff like that. Like they're changing all that. And the World Bank is going to be backed by crypto, and I don't trust that shit at all. I made some money off crypto. Not gonna lie, you could probably still do it, but damn, it's a bitch to get your money out of crypto. Not gonna lie. Have you ever tried to?
I have an account.
You gotta jump through hoops to get your money out. They're like, can you send us a dick pic to get your money out of your crypto account? I'm like, no, I'm not sending you a dick pic.
Yeah, I had
Bitcoin.
No, I'll be honest with you. I speak from the truth and what I've been through. I've invested in the Dogecoin, and quite honestly, I got in around.
Temperature said the backing value is 0. Absolutely, there's no gold standard, silver, or anything behind it. Well, how'd you do, Billy?
I got in at 26 cents in like April, and wrote it up to 60-some cents, and I was up $6,000, man. I was up $6,000. Can you imagine?
Not bad.
I had double my money. And
I'm a big fan of the smash and grab when it comes to crypto. I used to be in the long term, and now I think the long term is a bad idea. I'm in.
Long term is
you make that quick buck.
Here's the thing, but
you pay your bills.
I get it, and a lot of people do. Long term, man, crypto is going to go through the roof. Now, not all. Now, will all 3,000 cryptos that are out on the market go up? Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. Maybe there will be just a certain few, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, some of these ones we hear about in the news every day. Maybe those are ones that will succeed. Now, will all 3,000 or more succeed? I don't know. We got Cardano is a really, they say it's really good.
Well, they're all like you. If you have to look at the full graphs. You can't just buy into something and expect to unless you're just really lucky. You got to look at the trend of it. And if you see it started out at the top and it just went down, then you're like, well, maybe I don't know if I should invest in this thing or not. And I'm not giving financial advice to anyone right now. Don't listen to me about this stuff. I don't know shit about it. I just know that I made some money from it, and then when I tried to get that money, it was very hard to. I felt like they didn't want me to get that money. And they
because you had to send a picture.
I didn't really send a dick pic. Damn it, that was
a picture of your face.
I know I didn't have to do that either.
I had to send a picture. I had to take a picture of my. Yeah, I had to take.
Whoa, I didn't have to do that. Damn, holy shit, that's getting crazy now. Damn, I didn't even know that.
Well, here's the thing: it's not regulated. This whole thing is not regulated like it is in the stock market and all that. It's sort of in its infancy. And so they did. I think the companies are just trying to cover their backs. Like, okay, this is a legitimate guy. He uploaded his picture, and it's coming from his, everything. They've confirmed it all, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing for investors that they're being that diligent to make sure there's no hanky panky, in my opinion.
Shane says they got you on file now, Billy. Oh, buddy.
What does that mean, Shane? You got me.
You're talking the truth, man. You talking the truth. That's why. Oh, he said your shit's crashing. I didn't notice that.
No, you're not crashing, brother. You're fine.
You're not. I don't see you crashing unless it's on the live stream, the actual
crashing.
Stream. But I
we're
can
all
hear
good.
You fine.
No, we're all good.
I can hear you fine, man.
No, I'm coming up fine on here. There's no delay or anything.
Let's get. I'm gonna get back to some of this. Back to this CBDC by LaSween. He's saying this central bank backed digital currency. They will crash the dollar and replace it with that. The green revolution is Agenda 2030 consolidation of resources. I've heard this, or 2025. They're trying to pull some shit there too as well. CO2 is plant food propaganda. Is it? I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't know. I'm not a botanist or a plantist. By the way, is your LaSween, is your profile picture, is that a Tool picture? Because I heard Danny Carey got arrested for assault.
Oh, I saw that last night. I saw
I don't know
it.
It looks like Tool. I don't know if it's Tool, but it looks like Tool.
I watched this channel called Rock Feed, and they have like a lot of subscribers. Rock Feed on YouTube, and they brought that up last night. I saw. I'm sub to them. So anything that happens in the rock and roll industry, they put it up pretty quick. That's what I like.
He says it's all an elaborate effort to, and I'm not a Tool fan. I like him, but
I like Tool.
It was funny. I thought it was funny, and I'm like, maybe he's a hard ass. He probably stood up for himself. I don't know the story though. is all an elaborate effort to return us to the night and surf system. Total control via the means of total information awareness. Absolutely, man. They call us the misinformation? Get out of here. Get out of here. We're not the misinformation. We're just here having a conversation. Turd is disagreeing with LeSween. Says, I disagree. This is the final throes of Western civilization, capitalist industry being subverted. Once you dilute Christianity, you put the control and your faith in men. Wow. Wow, that's a heavy hitter right there, bro. You're talking about like Satanist Church and Anton LaVey and shit like that. John Ramirez, when you come out with something like that, man, that's crazy shit. I like this. Shane says the jab is fucking with people's immune systems, and that's why they're getting it more. Yeah, well, yeah, yes. I mean, allegedly. This, I'm not saying that. No, this is my opinion. I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying that's really what's happening, but I totally agree with this comment. So I totally agree with the comment. But it's not. I'm not a doctor. But yeah, I think that there's some merit in that. I'm getting a strike tonight, baby.
This is my Trump impression.
A lot of
how he does his lips.
I don't do a good Trump. I just can't.
You know he does his lip. Well, you don't look like Trump. I look more like him than you do. I think you look more like that guy. What was it? Borat.
You saying I look like Borat?
Yeah, can you do
Fuck
Borat?
you.
Do Borat. He's good at doing Borat.
I don't want to look like Borat. No, fuck Sacha Baron Cohen, dude. That guy's a piece of shit. I like the first Borat movie.
You don't look like him, but you have like the same color hair and all that. And I have to say, look, Borat to me is a great actor. I'm just a great comedian. So that's a compliment, But you look exactly like him. No,
it was meant
you don't look exactly like him. But you could definitely do a comedy act like you do with Christopher Walken and do Borat because you're.
I'm
good
not
at
doing
doing
impressions.
Borat.
I'm not doing impressions, man.
But Borat, you're good at that one.
Refuse. I refuse. I'm not doing it. I'll do it backstage, but I'm not doing it live. Okay. All right. I'll do it backstage. I'm not doing it here. I'm not here to do impressions. It's fun as Christopher Walken is. Christopher Walken pours out of me. I feel like my voice really is the way I talk. The way, because it's very easy for me to do Walken because it's kind of the way I talk sometimes. But I'm not here to do impressions. Do impressions.
But it adds to the show. Of course, it adds to the show.
I know it's cheap. It's cheap, though. It's cheap, in my opinion. I think it's cheap.
You're awesome at it. So I'm just saying.
I know. I just think it's cheap. Cheap laughs.
I think we all love it. But I think we all love it. So.
Okay, let's back to this. DARPA's success. This is your comment. Depends on the vibrant ecosystem. This is very, very well typed out, Billy. Why didn't you say this earlier?
Yeah, there's DARPA. That's old DARPA.
Depends on the vibrant ecosystem of innovation within the agency operates and is fueled by partners in multiple sectors. You're absolutely right. That's a very, very good statement there, my man.
Thank you.
Jim Morrison's father was in charge of the Gulf of Tonkin. That's what I was talking about. I couldn't think of the name. The Gulf of Tonkin incident. The father was behind the false flag that created the war. And then the whole peace movement after it. Yeah. And the son was a leader in the anti-war movement. Yeah,
I never thought about it like that, LeSween.
Yeah.
I never thought about it like that, but you could be absolutely.
I was listening to a podcast today about this. Today. And I couldn't think about what the name was. The Gulf of Tonkin. That's what it was. And that's true, man. And that set up the war. And Jim Morrison was the guy who was promoting the peace for the war.
Yep. Because he knew. Apparently, he knew that something was wrong.
So they're putting. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. Do you know that one? That's good. I'm sure it's a good.
They're putting money in pockets to be the government if you not get canceled. Yeah, I get it. Shane, he's saying people are getting basically paid off.
Yeah.
Private businesses, corporations, people are being paid off
Jack
to
Dorsey,
go along with the narration.
Yeah. Look, the whole Jizzlaine trial, all these CEOs stepping down. You know, Jack Dorsey is no longer the head of Twitter, and that's scary as shit because the new guy was tweeting back in like 2010 about how he wanted to. I don't know. It just didn't seem like a good tweet. I don't want to paraphrase because I don't want to do any hate kind of speech, but he tweeted back in 2010 and he said some mean things about people. And I feel like it was kind of a racial thing, in my opinion. And he's not white. The natives built the stone buildings of America because they own them in America. Christopher Columbus was a psyop to deceive the sheeple. That's why it's called America. Was founded as it was found. Wow.
Well, did you know America was named really after America Vespucci? It's America's Vespucci. You get it? No, you ever heard of that guy, that explorer, America's Vespucci? I think it was something like that. Yeah, I remember learning it in the
line says to
program.
know the knowledge of Christopher Columbus' deception, which watch a video called When the Buildings Cried. I will. I love this information. I love getting these hints, this stuff where I'm learning. I love learning. I've learned that. I love learning about things. And I didn't think I did back when I was in college, but I do love learning things now. And when you give me information like this, guys, in the chat, in the comments, this is what it's all about. That's awesome. I'm loving this. LaSween says, Turbo, this gets into religious territories. Yeah, okay. Yeah, make friends in the chat. You know, we're all here on the same team. We can disagree about things, but we all know that we're fighting for the truth and we're fighting for what's right. We know that. You know what I mean? My dog's trying to get attention right now. I've ignored her for a minute.
Aw, would you go over and pet her real quick for us and let her know
yeah,
that she's loved? No, to be on live camera, that's great. You go over and pet your puppy dog and show her you love her. Yeah, perfect.
She just needs to know she's loved.
Yes,
I love her more than
you're not ignoring her. You know,
I love that dog more than anything in the entire world, and that's not a lie. I love that dog so much. She's my best friend, and she gets me through everything. Not gonna lie.
Yep.
See what else we got going on here in the comments. I'm liking the comments. I'm still listening to the background. You know. LaSween says the Hoffman going places, hopefully not to jail.
Have you ever been to jail, Hoff?
Thank you.
Hoff,
yes.
Have you ever been to jail? You've been
yes.
to jail. How many days did you spend in jail?
It was like 12 hours.
That's the longest time you've done in jail? 12 hours?
Yeah, I'm pretty hard. Yeah.
Oh my God, I've done like 2.5 years. Over 2.5 years.
Mitz says, still listening in the background. Always enjoy your streams. Cheers to you, Mitz. She's been here for a long time. She's given me great info in my emails. And some of that stuff is stuff I don't think I can put on YouTube because it's like the deep stuff. And I wish I could, but that's how I'm just trying to get people on the same page right now. And then if you want to do your that kind of research, do so. And I wish I could show it, but Mitz goes deep, and Mitz, she knows her shit. There's no doubt about that. And I love Mitz. I really do.
Hello, Mitz. Good to see you.
Line says religion is brainwashing slavery. Well, I mean, you got to believe in something, though, right?
Believe in yourself.
He says Jesus, the Son of God, means Jesus, the Son God, as Jesus comes in the cloud like the sun comes in the cloud. Jesus walks on water like the sun moves across the ocean. I mean, good points. Good points. I mean, all of that's interpretable.
Why does Jesus come so much? He comes and he comes and he comes, and I don't know.
LaSween says one of the most overlooked angles of the truth is gut-brain connection. Absolutely. Of terrain theory versus... I've heard... I was listening about terrain versus germ on a podcast just a couple weeks ago. That's interesting. I don't know much about it, but that's very, very interesting stuff, and I want to learn more about that as well. I'm here because I'm learning. Can you believe we've been doing this for like over 10 weeks now, like doing streams every week? That's insane.
I can't believe it's been that long already.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna keep going. I've been doing this for like over 3 years, but I stopped for a while. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but now, you know, Hoffcast is gonna be here every Tuesday at 8:30. I'm gonna do a plug real quick, and we're gonna talk about all this stuff.
I'll be here every time.
We're gonna get this out of us. People are welcome to join. It's what's awesome, and I love this comment right here because I need to look into more terrain theory versus germ theory. I might even Google that in a minute. He said the idea of either cleaning your fish bowl or vaccinating the fish, the conditions of your, I think, body determine the illness. So that's what he's saying is the terrain. Are you more in tune to where you live, or are you more in tune into where the germs affect you? You know, I think that's part of it. And so do you clean up the earth in order to solve the problems, or do you clean up yourself?
Clean up yourself first. You always got to clean up yourself
you have
first.
To.
You
That's
have
why
to
a lot
help
of broken
yourself
people
first.
get into relationships.
You can never help anybody until you've helped yourself first. In other words,
amen, brother.
Amen.
Yes,
that is absolutely true in life. You got to clean up your own backyard before you're going to be able to clean up somebody else's. I'm just saying.
If you go into something looking for help, but you think that you don't need help, it's going to be a bad time, because you probably need help. Not saying that. If you feel that you have your grounds under you, your feet under you, and that everything's good to go, then absolutely, absolutely go for the world. Holy shit! I just hit 11 viewers.
You got 11 people watching?
Never had that. I've never had over 10. And thank y'all for watching. Thank you all. And it just went back down to 5. It was a short moment, but it was a glorious moment. But I hit it, and me and Shane wanted us to hit that tonight. So
we hit it. Well, they'll come
Shane
back.
said shit's pressing like a muffo. I didn't know that. Is it really?
No, not crashing on my end.
No, it's not. It's actually not. I just looked at the replay. Maybe it's just for him. I'm sorry if it did. I'll watch the replay. So I
you know, some states, Hoff. Shane is in the same state you're in, right? Same.
He's in the same vicinity as me, not like
exactly.
House, but
so it can't be like an issue with yours because you're obviously online and doing fine. So I don't know. Something happened.
He said that was when you guys were talking about Tom Hanks. All right, yeah, I'm way behind in the chat. This chat's going too quick. I can't even keep up with it anymore.
That's
like
funny.
I'm trying my best, and I apologize. I like to get to all the comments, but we're getting to the point where I got so many people, you know.
But you don't want to give up now. Never give up. Never surrender. Like I say on my channel, never surrender, man. Never, ever surrender. You know, fight the good fight. Now lay it on the line. You know what I mean?
Lay it on the line. Dun-dun. Huh?
Yeah, exactly, man.
Matt Brooks says,
check this out. Look at this. Wait, let's see if I can put it on there. Look, it has been in the freezer so long. Look, watch this. Oh.
Hey, Billy, you know what Matt Brooks said?
What?
My wife.
You did Borat. I love it.
Terrible.
I love it.
Terrible.
I love it. I think you do a good Borat.
Terrible. Sween says our severance with the gods and our polytheistic cultures before the crushing dominance of Rome. stifling of spirituality in order to manifest physical conquering. They couldn't take West Rome. Are we West Rome?
Are we what?
West Rome. Or are they talking about West Rome actually over there?
The West Room. I never watched that show, but I know who was in it.
I don't think it's a show. I don't know if it is. Is it?
With
the armies,
Go ahead.
With the armies, so they had to use a. We didn't read the rest of it. That's the reason we're confused. With the armies, they had to use a compromise, a clever device, and it resulted in a separation from our natural ties. Is this rhyming or am I rapping? With the armies, they had to use a compromise, a clever device, result in separation from our natural ties, native lives, policy, religion, separate ties. Yeah, that's my.
It rhymes, and I like when. People write things and it rhymes. That's pretty cool.
But I don't do impressions.
Oh, sure you don't.
I don't do impressions.
As he pulls the watch from his butthole.
Crypto is a word magic. Crypt means death of a real physical money. Worst currency is drain or injure your soul. Dang, it's crazy stuff. Mitz says, I'm blushing. I'm sorry. We'll get back to that. Mitz. You make me blush. You make me blush. The fact that you just you're here and you're charming, and you send me great information. I love everyone here. But what do you think about that, man? The crypto, what this means? Like cryptozoology, cryptocurrency, crypto. It's the prefix, right? What is the creep? Are you there?
Are you talking to me or are you talking to somebody
else?
I'm
talking to you.
Oh, I thought you said Shane. I was like, I thought you were talking to Shane in the chat. You're asking me. Okay, crypto is a word of magic. Crypto means death of a real physical money.
I'm gonna look up what the prefix means. I want to know what the crypto prefix means. It means combining form used like a prefix meaning hidden or secret, just like the occult. Just like the occult. The occult means hidden or secret. Is used in scientific, medical, and other technical terms. I'm reading this from Google. Comes from Greek cryptos, meaning hidden. It's just like the occult. Wow, this is why this all connects. I didn't know this. Bam, mind blown. Holy moly. So crypto equals occult. We just figured that shit out right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god, that's funny.
We just fucking figured it out. And that's why you see so much occult clothing that has cryptozoology like Sasquatch and Loch Ness Monster and shit like that on it, because it's all occult hidden lies. Holy fuck, we just figured this out. We just had a breakthrough here live on Hoffcast.
So who is the godfather of Dogecoin?
Shane.
Right.
My buddy Shane is the godfather of Dogecoin.
Well, we know who it is. It's the Tesla guy. It's the
Elon Musk. But I really think that my buddy Shane is the dogfather of Dogecoin.
Well, I respect that. I've got Dogecoin. I mean, I've got a lot of money invested in Dogecoin.
Why? You better get that shit out now.
No, it's a long-term investment. This is something like I think in 5 years will be worth probably 10 times at least what it's worth now, which means I'd be up a lot of money. Not a lot of money, but just some money. Enough to buy like a RV.
Shane says, let's go. Dogecoin to the moon.
Yeah, Shane's on board, man. I think Shane's on board with Dogecoin. I think he may own some. I do.
Says, the Matrix is watching you, Mr. Hoff. Well, I'm already paranoid as shit, so you're not helping me at all with that comment. You're just not.
The Matrix. Hey, maybe that's why you have so many viewers. Now, how many viewers you have now? It says 6, but you've been fluctuating between 6 and 11, or more.
I've had the most viewers tonight, and I mean, I don't come from this. I mean, it might seem like it, but I really don't come at this like with an ego perspective. I come at this where I just want to talk about this stuff, and it's really fun.
I know
have this information.
That's why I like
it, and it's just so much fun. Oh my gosh, like Sometimes I get nervous before I come on live, man. I really do. I'm like, how's it gonna go? Like, is anyone gonna want to watch or talk to me? And then I get the greatest people in the world talking to me, and it's just, I can't believe it. Like, they're literally the salt of the earth, the greatest people I ever met come through here, and it's
your
just
energy.
So
you
awesome.
have a glow, Hoff. I'll be honest with you. You have a glow and
I'm not pregnant.
Exactly, but I am. You know, so but I'm just saying, you have an energy that people are attracted to, and then you have an ideology that's similar, and you have a half stack. It's a beautiful half stack. You know, and you got the flag, you got the rut, you got
people said it about Hitler.
The dog,
dude.
you have the dog. You know, you have the whole thing. You have the whole show right there, dude. It's like everything that Americans love, you have it right there, you know.
America.
Exactly. And you even have the Christopher Walken accent, dude. Just saying. That's a bonus, dude. To me, that's a bonus.
The Enlightened says the crypt is graveyard. Well, that's true too. That's also true. Damn, I didn't think about that. Wow. We're just making all kinds of damn connections tonight. This is beautiful. The prefix crypt has a lot of meanings. We were talking about the sarcophagus earlier. If you guys were watching earlier in the stream, did you see that, Billy? The sarcophagus that they're making for people who want to kill themselves?
Yeah, I saw it earlier. I've been watching the whole show. Yeah.
That's a crypt right there. No doubt.
Is that one of those? Is that one that Michael Jackson laid down in? Or no, they did. That was like, that must have been the what do you call that? What's that called? The early model?
What is it?
The early model. Like, remember when Michael Jackson, he would lay down in these like capsules like that?
I don't remember that. I believe it.
To breathe oxygen.
Oh, I
It
believe
was
it.
to keep, you know,
breathe oxygen.
Yeah, some of these people, you know, breathing this oxygen, these like capsules help you live longer.
His doctor killed him, allegedly.
Yeah, injected him. Well, allegedly, because really Michael, he offed himself, man. I mean, he just got too overboard, as far as I understand. Now, this is
well, you have to remember where Michael came from, dude. He came from a broken family that abused him when he was young and forced him into stardom because he had talent. And I kind of feel bad to Michael to an extent, but it comes back to that point where there are a lot of people who are abused when they're kids. It's a cycle. They do it again, and the next people do it again. You know what I mean? Like, that's not good.
I get it. I get it.
I feel bad for Michael. At the same time, I don't think that it gives you a right to do it to other people because you're a victim, you know? And that's, I think it's as simple as I could say that about Michael Jackson. I don't think it's any more simple than that, you know?
It's crazy. It's like he knew he did something wrong, and he was just like saying, doctors, just like, put me out of my misery. Like, in other words, don't kill me, but I want to be like allegedly. And that's what happened. And, you know, whatever happened. And he, you know, but here's the thing with all these people, are they really gone? Or was that just a mainstream media alleged lie? Like,
it depends on two things.
Time, you know?
People die for one thing, but it depends on two things. One, do you think he was rich enough and could live long enough to fake his death? Or two,
yes.
Do you think he's a lizard?
He was worth $500 million. Dude.
What do you think he's a lizard person? What do you think Elvis maybe faked?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's possible.
You've seen Bubba Hotep? Bubba Hotep, great movie about that. Yeah, not a documentary, but
some people want to get taken out, but not to lunch. They want to get taken out of the situation they're in, but not to lunch, you know.
Shane said make a crypto called Hoffcoin.
You could.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad
idea.
I'll
buy some. How many
That's
can I get?
Bad.
How many coins can I get for a penny?
How do I mine that shit? How do I even get it?
I don't know. We'll have to figure it out, but I'll mine some with you. But it costs
Look at this. Look at this. I get this reference only because I saw a video earlier this week. He says, I'm outside. LeSween says, I'm outside Wim Hofing in the December air looking at the moon, thinking about how y'all are Cool as fuck. Perplexed how I found you. And then you say the same thing. Energy, indeed, lads. It's all by design. Do you know what Wim Hofing is?
I don't.
It's where you sit in a cold bath, an ice bath outside. Yeah, and yeah, that's what he's doing.
I've never
he's basically meditating to my podcast, my show right now, and that's the biggest compliment I think ever of all time. I think that's fucking awesome, man. You keep Wim Hofing. I love the Hoff and the Wim Hofing. The Wim Hof.
The swing for the win. The swing.
Smoking
for the win.
that blunt, yes sir, boy. He also says Michael Jackson's. Well, he was so wealthy, he had a Darth Vader chamber, not an oxygen deal, guaranteed. Oh, bacteria tanks after shots of the I can't say that term. The adrenaline, chromatic adrenaline. Yeah. So, what do you think, Billy? Like, do you think that we're in trouble?
I think we've been in trouble a long time. I think we've been in trouble since I was born and before. I mean, you look at what happened in, say, just Vietnam. You've seen what happened. They lied to us to get us into a big conflict, which cost, darn near 60,000 American lives, not to include all the people that got wounded, which was like 1 million. Like, it was just like, and to get wounded is to get PTSD, to go into a conflict that really didn't need to happen. It caused a lot of conflict within our nation, with families, with, and then it all mounted with 1971. Nixon takes the American people and their trust in the dollar. That is how this is our laboring time and energy is put into this paper fiat dollar, right? That was backed by gold, right?
Yeah, man. The fiat, the currency, the fucking gold standard, it's all taken away. That shit.
In 71, and Nixon took the gold standard off the dollar. Everything has gone to shit since then. Absolutely. And probably before too. But when that man did that, somebody had a control over that man to make him decide to do that. Because I don't think that man had it in his heart to do it. Just like Trump, maybe this guy didn't have really the gall. Like, he didn't really want to do it. Like support these, these.
Do you know how many guns they have to your head when you're president of the United States? Do you know how many guns are pointed at your fucking head if you don't do what they say?
Look what they did to Kennedy. Look what they did to Kennedy. That's all you have to say. I'll be right back to you. I got to take a squirt, and I'll be right back to you. Everybody hang tight. We'll be right back, guys.
He totally missed the point of that. When I say I'm leaving, he needs to pick the show up. But I don't blame him. He's my guest. And he's not wrong on that, what he just said. It is all about the gun to the head, and you see that with the JFK thing. What's happening with that, or what happened with that, and just like the whole thing past that with politicians are, I think they're hostages almost at this point. They are the hostages. I'm trying to find a good compilation of this stuff, man. This is I can't find the same one I saw before about the celebrities, man, that where they're glitching out. It's crazy. Okay, here we go.
It smells like weed. Why does it smell like weed in here?
I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding. But it's some good stuff. I'm just saying.
Let me share this video here. I'll put it in the background. We can talk over it, or talk about whatever. But I think it's fun to put something in the background.
Yep, I agree.
Let's watch these videos of MK Ultra glitches and strange behaviors from celebrities. And you see like a lot of this This crazy stuff happening where these celebrities just kind of stare for like minutes and they don't move. A lot. That's what a lot of this compilation is they just don't like, or they look like they're out of it. That woman's eyes are going all different directions right now. And the alleged theory is that they are MK Ultra victims, you know, and they were children basically who were taken advantage of in order to try to make into a money-making scheme. It's crazy shit. It's crazy shit. LaSweeney says, oh, I read that one. Terrible cold makes you hardy as a Viking, part 2. I hate cold. I hate the cold so much. I like the heat, my man. I really do. Part 2 of the Wim Hof process is the breathing process. YouTuber right now, man was injected with the coli virus in YouTube or in the hospital. I jumped up in hospital and breathed away. Oxygenating body. Makes your body extremely alkaline when you walk, like lightheaded, intention-driven breathing, meditative breathing.
Who is this lady and where does she come from? I'm just wondering.
I'm not sure who this particular person is here.
She looked like she a zombie or something.
Yeah, this is what the whole video is. The whole video is about, like famous people or rich people or royalty or celebrities.
Is that Lady Gaga? Is that Lady Gaga?
Yeah, I think it is. It might be Lady.
No, I'm serious. That looks like Lady Gaga to me.
I think it is actually.
That is Lady Gaga.
Right.
I'm telling you, I know what she looks like, and
I think you're right.
She is completely acting. This is to me.
Well, yeah, she is an actress.
She's completely acting.
Watch Beyonce here, though, dude. Watch Beyonce. She's swaying around and shit.
She on something? What's going on?
Jay-Z looking at the scoreboard.
Jay-Z he's a sober. I think I can't say if he is or not.
Jay-Z is 155% Illuminati.
I know that. Yeah, but he seems quite sober. I mean, every time I've seen him, like right now, he seems sober, but who knows? Maybe
well, that's what chromatic adrenaline does for you.
But she looks like she's
dipped out. She had too much. She's drunk on
she's dipping out on something. And maybe he's fucked up too. Maybe he is fucked up, and she just got fucked up more because she's a female, and females, can get fucked up quicker, easier, because they're lighter weight, don't have a tolerance.
That's true. That's true, man. Hey, man, I think I'm gonna wrap this up before midnight or by midnight.
Yeah, 15 more minutes.
But I will keep the backstage going if anyone wants to come by.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna leave. I just think been on here for 3 hours now.
Has it been 3? Dang.
Yeah, dude. I'm killing it. Fucking killing it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I don't waste my time. I find somebody I like, and I try to hang out with them. And you're like, honestly, I may have to give you my phone number. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Me, Crumb, and Lowry have that information, so we know that shit. And you're part of that same club, man. Let me put that back on. Fuck, you're part of that same club. We'll watch this for a couple more minutes, and then the invite for anyone who is watching right now who wants to come backstage and hang out with me and Billy for a little bit. You're more than welcome to. Just click on that and put your camera on, and you can come backstage and talk to me and Billy VIP, baby. Wow. But
wow, and it won't even cost you a penny.
No, Hoffcast, it's free. But yeah,
bring your watch. Bring your watch. We'll sign it.
The only person I'll welcome is Chet Hanks and Tom Hanks. But yeah, is there anything that you would like to plug real quick, Billy? I think I'm gonna wrap this up, man. We'll chill for a bit out back.
Channel, come to my channel and like and subscribe and sub, and been a little bit lazy on the thing. The thing is, I do live streams like almost every night for like 5-6 hours at a time.
Yeah.
So, but you know, like I just put up. Hey, Hoff, I did have to say I just put up the latest video of the Rush tribute band I was in, and it was that one I was telling you about. But guess what? It sounds like it came in stereo.
Good.
So I'd ask you to just, if you have time, it's like 30 minutes long or 40 minutes long. Check it out and let me know if it's coming in stereo on your headphones or not. You know what I mean? Because it is on mine.
For sure. For sure.
I just like to ask you, and also check it out. It's actually like the best one. Not the best. I mean, it's pretty. I think it's the best one, but it's like the other one. Some of the other ones are really good too. So, you know, because they're different venues, but.
Absolutely. And by the way, Billy the Kid, fantastic musician, better than I'll ever be. He can shred a guitar like Alex Lifeson from Rush. The man, you watch his videos, they're amazing. It's like Rush, but not Rush. You know what I mean? It's like Rush.
Yeah. I'm not perfect, Alex. I'm not perfect, Alex Lifeson.
No, what I'm saying is, like, if you were to go in there and you were blind, you would think it was Rush you were listening. So
well, I would say yeah. The drummer and bass player great. You know, I think I did decent. Oh, yeah. I wasn't you know, not the best guitar player, but I was actually
pretty damn good, my man.
Well, back then I was decent. You know, I mean,
you could shred.
I was like, dude, when I got into this, I was like 24 when I got in the Rush tribute band, and then
Billy Van Halen.
Hoff, you like that Van Halen I play when I do my live, like when I go on the beach and I play Van Halen? I love that, man. And I'm
being honest with you, Billy. I don't watch your beach videos because I'm not gay. No offense.
You don't have to be gay to watch them. I'm just saying. You don't, because what I'm trying to show you guys is not.
I'm joking, dude. I know. You know,
I want to show you
the joke, man.
The beach, you know. Yeah,
that was a joke, man.
I know, because I'm so like.
But you look very like you could pick up some women out there. So yeah.
I have not, but no. I mean, yeah. I mean, you would think, right? But there's not a lot of women to pick up out there, to be honest with you, on the beach. There just aren't. Not in Galveston Beach, no. Unfortunately.
Let me wrap this up, Billy, and we'll go backstage, man. It might just be me and you, but if anyone else wants to come back who's watching, you're more than welcome to. I just want to give a shout out to everyone in the chat. Billy, obviously, you're here. Matt Brooks, thank you for being here. Turbo Turd, my man. Hope to see you backstage. I think I'll see you. Miss Stephanie, I hope you're still watching. Hope you'll be here as well. Let's see who else we got. Shane, of course, my man Shane. I'll see you. We got some bots, some whores in the comments that came through. Some fake comments like this, and then we got more fake comments like this by Turbo Turd. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding with you, man. That's just a joke. I'm scrolling. And then Lowry.
Lowry for the win. Lowry for the win. Everybody check out Lowry.
We had Kyle Jordan Gaming. Fucking dude. Dude, this is the longest chat I've ever seen. Holy shit.
Yeah.
LaSween. Of course, LaSween and the Enlightened Mank for providing tons of extremely important information that people can deep dive into, including myself with those comments. Just absolutely amazing. Best stream ever. But the chat just keeps going. Finally made it. So if I missed you, I apologize, but I think I got everyone there. I appreciate you all for watching. Billy, thank everyone for watching tonight, my man.
Thank you, all of you. Ditto what Hoff just said, all you guys. We would like to see you backstage with us right now. For just hanging out, drink a beer with us, have fun. We'd love to see you. Yeah. And Hoffcast, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Bringing the news and bringing the comedy and bringing people like-minded into, your home, which, man, it's awesome. Yeah, you thank you for being there for us. Thank you. Yes, a horrible accent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Hey, real quick, Billy, I'm gonna do my outro solo, and then I'll be backstage. All right, man. Thank you for being here so much.
See you in a minute, brother.
Yeah. So I just wanted to, I really just wanted to thank everyone for coming out tonight. It's been an amazing show. We've learned a lot. We're going to keep doing this every single Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't already, please support Hoff and I will support you. Give me a like, subscribe if you haven't. Stay in touch with me. And I promise I will do my best to communicate with you as well, because that's what I'm here for. We're going to do this together. We're going to figure this crazy shit out that's going on in the world right now. Me and you. We're gonna build this. We're gonna fucking barrage them, and we're gonna take them down when the time comes. Because you know why? We're gonna be smart enough to do so. Because we know what's right and what's wrong, and where the lies and the truth fall. And that's what Hoffcast is all about. So I thank you all for being here. BitChute, you know, I gotta get that popping. I gotta get my my iTunes popping a little bit. But the important thing is that we're all on the same page right now, I feel like, and we're all learning and having fun and kind of just a nice little crew here. The little Hoff crew. I don't know what we're going to call ourselves. We should call ourselves something, but we're the little Hoff crew here. And I love it. And I love you all. And God bless you all. Cheers to you all. Hoff signing off. See you next Tuesday, 8:30.